Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Or stream on the road. Yes, stream. I guess it's also a show. A live show. Yes. Alrighty, here we go. Let me make sure everything is working properly in the minute I have. Yep, it seems like everything's nominal. That's what I like to see. Alrighty, here we go. Justin wants some Lego Dr. Wolfula merch. I'll try to make it happen. Hopefully Lego doesn't hunt me down and just do horrible things with me once they kill me. Like, just do horrible things to my corpse. That's the thing I'm most worried about, what they do to my corpse. I mean, they can kill me, but leave my corpse alone. My corpse didn't do nothing. My corpse didn't do nothing to you, Lego. Ugh. Oh, God. Greetings to you, Nicole L. Greetings to you, Scott. Greetings to you, DJ Mexicano. Something clever asks, ever heard of Danganronpa? I've heard of it. Don't know anything about it, but let's begin. Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and welcome to Doc's Game Room, where I live stream horror games for your dangertainment. Tonight, I'm going to be finally finishing off Bioshock 2 Remastered. Started it pretty early in the year, and of course, not going to finish it until just before October. October officially begins in the month of October, but there's also been plenty of Camp October videos in the meantime. But yes, gotta get Bioshock 2 out of the way. There's a few other things I ideally hope to have gotten out of the way before October began, but it is what it is. But let's finish off Bioshock 2, part of one of my favorite game franchises ever. But before we begin, I just want to let you guys know, gonna have some October videos up here soon on the channel. I'm gonna have a Halloween Night Dance review and a Halloween The First Death of Laurie Strode review. The two final Halloween comics, official Halloween comics, that were released by Devil's Due Publishing. I'm looking forward to releasing these vids just because I love talking about Michael Myers, and any opportunity I get to talk more about the Shape, definitely appreciate it. And I think coming up next month, I think ideally we will have fully completed the Halloween franchise outside of just the movies, but also including the books and the comics. I think once I get the Madhouse novel recorded, an audiobook of it, and also review it, I think once that's done, pretty much everything Halloween related, official, will be covered before the game comes out. And I think I'll do an updated vid on the Atari Halloween game too, or even just a stream. But yeah, comprehensive Halloween coverage finally realized here. And also, every Sunday night, we have a movie night stream with my Patreon supporters and channel members. Just $5 a month gets you a movie night every week. The next one is Scream 3 and Scream 4, patreon.com/Dr. Wolfula. Link in the description if you're interested. All right, let's get to Rapture now. Let me read the chat. Let me see here. Justin asked, sir, permission to suggest 2 films? Well, you don't have to ask permission. Just go ahead. Hopefully I'll see your comment when you ask it, but you don't need to ask permission. Just go ahead. Common username says, bro, I haven't watched Wolfula in so long. I get that a lot. I get that surprisingly often. And it does make me wonder if YouTube, I mean, it could just be my personal failing of not encouraging people to watch my videos with compelling videos. That could be it. But, you know, it could also maybe be YouTube not really pushing my videos to people. And I guess I didn't really comment on it earlier. I did do a stream a couple weeks ago with the die-in theater of Sisters of Death. But unfortunately with... Okay, I'll let Sinclair finish his spiel.
That oxyfill station out there is just a front for a kind of hidden passage leading down below. If Lamb's hiding Eleanor from you, that's where she'll be.
Okay, but before I was so rudely interrupted by Sinclair, and also there's like a secret hidden thing that's nearby, but I did a Sisters of Death live stream a couple weeks ago that didn't go so well. It turns out I had audio issues that I was not aware of until the stream ended. But then, of course, also, the Lasso group claimed the public domain movie Sisters of Death and took the stream down. At least they didn't take away my streaming privileges that happened one time when I streamed a public domain movie. The company, oh, I got that little secret, Adam. The company, like, basically took my streaming privileges away for 3 months on YouTube, which sucked. Which is also why I'm slightly afraid to do die-in-theater streams, because people in bad faith claim public domain movies as their own all the time, but it didn't really make sense just because there's so many instances of Sisters of Death already on YouTube. There's also a channel that had streamed Sisters of Death, so it doesn't really make sense why mine got taken down. I thought it would be safe, but guess not. I guess, I don't know, mine might have been more high-profile compared to the other streaming channel that streamed it, but well, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, well, let's head into the belly of Gil Alexander's lair. Yes. Nicole asks, are you going to try dying again? Yeah, I'm going to give it another shot, especially going into October. Hopefully it'll work out. I mean, I don't know, I'll try to be a little bit more careful, I suppose. Like, extra careful.
I'm afraid the lights in here sting my eyes.
It sucks because, like, I don't know, like, it's just, I guess I'll do, like, some tests. See what movies trigger the content ID. Alright. Robotrix asked, do you ever use Twitch anymore? I wanted to keep using Twitch, but it's just so hard to fit a steady schedule of Twitch streams while also streaming on YouTube and also making videos, like the main thing I'm concerned with, so I feel like maybe Twitch is just not gonna happen. Like, I feel like it would make more sense if I was a gaming-centric channel. I cover some games, and I stream games, of course, but I'm not that heavy on gaming, so I feel like, I don't know, I guess it just makes the most sense for me to be a YouTube streaming channel, just because I don't do it that much. I wish I did it more, but it's just, I don't know. It's one of the things where ultimately my heart is in the videos and not so much in the streams. I do like to stream and connect with you guys directly in a way that's not really possible in, you know, any other way. Like, this is pretty much as direct as you can get, but you know, I'm just not as into it, I suppose.
Deriving in part from Project WYK, I have developed a new set of behavioral constraints.
Try not to speak over the audio logs.
Will live to promote the common good.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I just want to collect all the random shit in the room before I trigger the next section.
Great personal cost.
Thank you for the super chat, Jared. Review suggestion. Monsters Crash the Pajama Party DVD. It has lots of features and could make for a fun video. Yeah, I feel like maybe you might have emailed me asking about that recently. I remember getting an email asking potentially streaming that on the channel. I'll have to look into whether or not that's public domain, but it definitely sounds interesting. I am aware Cinemassacre covered it to a certain degree, and I'm sure other channels have. I mean, that's something I always, like, a complaint I get from, like, some when there's, like, crossover between channels, I'll get a complaint of, this other channel covered this movie. Why are you covering it, too? Like, and I'm just like, I don't know what other people are covering. I'm just covering what I feel like covering, and, you know, it's not like they own the movie. Maybe they do. Maybe that's what I'm not realizing. Maybe they do own the movie. And I can't review the movie they own. Yeah, let's get Electric Flesh back. Upgraded my Gene Tonic slots. And I think, oh, yeah, let's get Insect Swarm 2. Yeah, unfortunately, with Bioshock 2, you can't skip upgrades. In Bioshock 1, you could skip the second upgrade and go straight to the third if you wait long enough for the third to become available. And 2, you have to get, like, every... Which, you know, ultimately makes sense. You have to get every upgrade if you want the ultimate upgrade. Because, yeah, they don't want to have one upgrade be completely pointless. But at the same time, it would be like just this nice thing where it's like you played the game enough, you realize, oh wait, I could just skip that and I could save some Adam. All right, awesome. All right, let me see. Let's see here. Robotric says, all right. Robotric says, people stream public domain movies on Twitch all the time. Die in theater is probably much safer there. I did stream a public domain at the Die in theater and had no problem. So, we'll see what happens if I continue to have issues. The issue with the I don't know, with Twitch and not being regular on it, the one time I streamed the Die in theater on Twitch, I had 10 viewers. And the last time I streamed the Die in theater here, it was a couple weeks ago, I had almost 200 viewers. So it's like definitely a world of difference.
Sophia
and I promoted it on, I promoted the Twitch across my social media, and I still only got 10 people watching on Twitch. So it's definitely the convenience factor of most of my audiences here on YouTube.
That is to say, myself.
All right, let's get a good look at Gil. Oh, man. Gil, you're looking fucked up. Man.
Whatever you may have seen inside the tank, that was indeed...
I do like how Gil pre-recorded all these messages.
Lamb will be less physical.
Like, he knew he was gonna get this fucked up. So he's like, all right, before I get totally fucked up and I'm in a tank, I'm gonna record these messages for some random guy.
Adam-infused plant life to lure me out. The slugs feed on.
All right, let me see here. There's another comment I saw.
So you know what to look for.
Oh, Azaz says, oh yeah, this is how you're celebrating Batman Day. Being the dad, destroy the enemies, adopt your children, make them your Robins. I guess I didn't realize today was Batman Day. I fucked up. Should have did something Batman related. I could have streamed Telltale the Batman series, but nope. Oh, shit! Alright. Let's get it hacked. Okay. Alright. I do like if you successfully hack the thing. The turret, the security robots are no longer pissed off at you. Alright. Got plenty of remote hack darts. Let's see here. Definitely need some more ammo in general. I definitely need more rivets. That's like the main thing. And, yeah, I'm gonna need to prepare myself for some big daddies up ahead. Because they are definitely not happy with my presence here. Especially me taking flowers from them. They're precious, precious flowers. Oh, shit, I should be recording this. I gotta do this for the gram. Alright. Alright, let's switch to regular. Alright, sweet, okay. So that got me an elemental storm. Random elemental energy attacks when I get hit by a melee attack. Let me see. What do I want to get rid of? I mean, yeah, let's get rid of it. Quick hack. Whatever. Probably gonna forget to hack at some point.
Well, listen.
Oh yeah, I remember what comment I wanted to read from you guys.
To get to Eleanor,
someone said,
Alex the Great,
when they started watching my videos, what was that comment?
Find those plants he mentioned and lure him back out.
Oh yeah, Anthony says, hey Doc, found you, I want to say, around 2018. I've been watching ever since. Also, ever thought about watching or reviewing the VHS movie series? There is a, really old video. And it's also a 5-minute video. A 5-minute review of the first VHS with, like, no clips or anything from the movie because, like, I kept getting in trouble, of course, with YouTube using clips from movies. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try a couple reviews with no clips. But, I mean, you know, that was bad. So I'll definitely redo that video. I mean, that's the thing. I definitely, there's lots of older videos with, like, questionable approaches that I need to redo at some point. Because, like, a lot of my old Friday the 13th videos are, like, less than 10 minutes long. Like, they're not very thorough. I skip over lots of information. There's just also stuff I just didn't know. So, there's lots of older videos that are just kind of shitty that definitely need to be redone to a certain degree. Because they're, you know, it's definitely overdue. Definitely overdue. I am going to be I'm going to be covering covering the entire Sleepaway Camp series starting next month, and revisiting the original movie alongside that. And I'll probably get some complaints, like, even though that video on the original movie is 11 years old now, and the original video will still be up, but I'll still get some complaints. Like, I'll also get, like, complaints from people who are, like, convinced that I made a video before when I didn't. Like, didn't you make a video this before? And I'm like, no, I didn't. All right. My video maker has a super chat, thank you. Sid was never real. Sid died some time ago, and Dr. Wolfula has his corpse in the basement. Like Norman Bates, Doc's personality split into two. In fact, Doc's not even going to swat that fly. I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't realize this, but yeah, there is this persona on the channel, by the name of Sid, but that's just goulash, being put through a sort of like a hypnotherapy, like remembering things from his past life, essentially, and kind of just going through the motions, I guess, kind of just reminiscing about episodes of Scooby-Doo. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just something I'll do from time to time, just out of curiosity, like what comes up. Because, like, I don't know, I like that side just because I also like Scooby-Doo. So I like to hear, like, I don't know, here's some tidbits about Scooby-Doo from some fucking dead guy. A dead guy who doesn't even exist anymore, like, yeah. Alright. Michael Diaz says, your Jason Goes to Hell vid is still funny. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's, you know... yeah, I'm sure there's still funny stuff in all my old videos, because I'm hilarious. But, definitely could, use some expansion. Definitely... And I am starting to actually get requests now to revisit some of the old videos, especially from newer fans who kind of like, I guess, I don't know, it's definitely, like... Definitely a split between older fans and newer fans. And the older fans are a lot more passionate about what they want from the channel. Alright. Alright. Oh, no. Didn't see that coming. Thought I'd just be able to pick up that flower. Alright, let's see here. Definitely sounds like some people are pissed off at me right now. Okay. In the game. Probably also in the chat. I'm just, like, trying to get as much damage I can out of these guys. While I'm still frozen in place. I do like when you get random critical damage like that. That's nice. Alright. Okay, yeah, that guy's dead. Alright, I was like, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Poor things. What a life.
Richard Roberts says the Jurassic Park roller coaster puzzle is my favorite. Shut the fuck up, Jess. LOL. Yeah, that was definitely maybe the one of the things I regret the most on the channel.
We better get you to
not just looking up how to solve the puzzle, like just stubbornly trying to figure it out. Well, like just not understanding like elements of the puzzle either. Like, oh yeah. A couple of the puzzles in that Jurassic Park game are fucking brutal to figure out live.
Was among Rapture's greatest sins. And yet,
I really fucking hate having to solve a puzzle live in front of people. Really gives me stage fright. It's like, oh no, I am not gonna. I like playing a game like this just because I have an arrow telling me where I need to go. I can just focus on chatting with you guys. I don't have to, like, take a moment to think about anything, which I normally like to do in a game, but when I'm live in front of people, definitely takes the pressure off if I have a more streamlined, guided experience. Alright. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to beat the fuck out of one of my brethren. But first, I guess I'll watch, my brethren beat the fuck out of that, there's a bunch of surgeon guys. It's kind of crazy how many, like, doctors and surgeons are still, like, around on Rapture. It feels like most of the people at Rapture were doctors. I'd imagine they'd want to have a lot of doctors. They'd want to have, like, lots of scientists, but it's a lot of scientists, damn. Ah, he's a Houdini splicer. Alright, let's get some footage of the very, ah, damn it, where'd he go? Alright, that's a B. Whatever. I thought it deserved an A, but fine. I guess just shooting a guy, though, I don't know. Definitely not a lot of variety there. Alright, before I fight this, Big Daddy, let me stock up on some stuff. Alright, what could I use? I feel like I'm good on normal supply. Well, okay, actually, I could use some... Could use a couple health packs, and then some ammo. Hey, just ignore me. I'm not messing with you guys. Just ignore me. Ah, shit. Oh, man, that took a couple extra tries. All right. Armor piercing. Yeah, that's what I need. That's gonna be, well, actually, a little bit more. And, let's save. Oh, God. I guess, you know, another reason why I didn't stream last Saturday, I was considering it, but last week was a little crazy. It was a little nuts. Definitely, it just probably wasn't the best ideal time to do any streaming, so probably for the best if I didn't. Alright. I'm just gonna let the Big Daddy watch me prepare to beat the shit out of him. Like, he's, like, looking at me. He's like, what is this guy doing? He's, like, putting up all these traps and stuff, but I think we're safe, little sister. I don't think he's gonna try anything. I don't think he's gonna release bees towards me and you. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I gotta use... Oh, shit. Alright, that was close. Alright, let's let him, get a little closer to me. I feel like, the last couple of weeks were, like, pretty much a lifetime. Oh, you still standing? Not for much longer. Yeah, I mean, the worst part about last week is I had to watch Mutilator 2. That was brutal. Alright. There we go. Alright, you're coming with me now. They move on really quick. They're like, okay, there's like another Big Daddy. Alright. Same thing to me. Pretty much the same thing. Alright. Now, before I do some gathering, well, we might as well do some more stocking up. Shopping is really what this game is all about, if you think about it. Alright, let's see. Dave Mort says, Doc, if you were in the writer's room for Netflix's Bioshock, what would you be pushing, presuming that they come to their senses and make Bioshock a series? Well, I mean, they definitely need to take a page from the Fallout show. To me, the Fallout show is, I think, like a kind of a revelation. Like, there's elements I don't like about the Fallout show, especially what it does to the continuity. But at the same time, what it does right and interestingly is it's not an adaptation of the games. It's a story. It's a streaming series that just takes place in the game's world. It's actually canon. It's like a Star Wars thing where everything going forward, like most everything, like the Lego movies and TV shows and Star Wars aren't canon, for instance, but most everything is canon. So, like, it's just all connected. But the Fallout show also can just stand alone because Fallout, every game is a standalone story. So the key thing with the Bioshock show or movie or whatever is ideally it needs to be a story that exists in the world of the games, the first two games. Like it can just kind of slot itself in without disrupting anything and add to it. Because you could do something that's adapting Bioshock Rapture, the prequel novel, or just tell a different story that takes place before the fall of Rapture. You could tell a story that is the Rapture Civil War. You could tell a story in between Bioshock 1 and 2. There's lots of different opportunities to expand upon the existing story of the games and still have it be the standalone thing that new viewers can get into and like understand and everything, and bring new fans into the game series. I guess the issue with these streaming shows based on games now, though, is that for the most part they're not really getting made to promote a new game. Like they have a Twisted Metal show right now, and it's been, I think nearly or over, like, around a decade since the last Twisted Metal game came out, and there doesn't seem to be any interest to make a new Twisted Metal game. So that's definitely a flaw with these streaming shows. There doesn't seem to be a Fallout game coming out until probably 2030 at the earliest, I think. Like, it's gonna be a while, which is pretty fucked up. But I guess at the very least, if you're a Fallout fan, there's like this other thing that they can crank out faster. Because, like, yeah, they made the Fallout show's second season relatively quickly, especially compared to other streaming oh shit, what? That just instantly blew up in my face for some reason. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely the approach you want to take, it, at least to me. You don't want it, because, like, nothing's worse than just they make a there's definitely worse things, but as like it's definitely not great when you're watching an adaptation of a video game that you really like, and they change things, they do a new take on a existing story, they change things, and shit. It's always much more interesting when it's like, yeah, we did it, and it's like, the games you played still happened, at least to a certain degree. Alright. I mean, we blew up the things that happened in those games, but, they still happened. Alright. Eat bees, bitches! Eat bees! It's one of my favorite aspects of this game, because it's kind of like an RTS thing, where you're just sort of setting up these fortifications around yourself to protect you and the little sister. Oh, man. It's a cool element. Like, it's one of those things where it'd be so great to just have another... Honestly, they could have just kept making Rapture Bioshock games. Like, I liked Infinite as just, like, its own thing, but yeah, they could have just kept refining this gameplay experience in this world. Kept giving us more stuff in Rapture. I would have been into it. I wouldn't have hated it. They definitely, I guess, set themselves up for some high expectations with such a long time period, though, so they can't necessarily do, we're going to Rapture again. Maybe they'll, I don't know, with all the issues they're having with Bioshock, the fourth Bioshock game, they might just end up going back to Rapture and just, like, adding on to the existing gameplay mechanics here. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, like, what they might... Ah, shit, of course it's not just splicers that want to kick my ass now. It's goddamn... Oh, man, but, man, those bees pack a wallop. They really enhance the amount of damage output you can do. Holy shit. Okay, Emperor Caleb Teen says, what are you gonna do, send the dogs out on me, or the bees, or the dogs with the bees in their mouths, so when they bark, they shoot bees at you? Oh, man. Classic Simpsons. I don't know, did they show that? I can't remember. Like, I also remember they did a gag where, like, instead of releasing hounds... Well, this was like a cut scene from a Simpsons episode that they later released in a clip show, but instead of releasing the hounds, Smithers releases a Richard Simmons robot that like that dances, and then eventually it dances too hard and its ass explodes. His ass is gonna blow! Definitely, I don't know. I feel like they should have just had that happen in the show. Definitely shouldn't have just cut it out, because, yeah, that's a funny thing. Alright. Okay, actually, we do have to get... I think I can gather from that dead Big Daddy. And, might as well do a little saving. Jared's Spooky Travels asks, Doc, what's your favorite Charles Manson song? I can't say... I'm more familiar with his other work than I am with his musical endeavors. That's definitely a blind spot for me, though. I definitely need to change that in the future. All right. Guy had some wacky ideas. I'm curious what the musical equivalent would be. All right. Okay, there is a nearby... Oh, yeah. Not just a nearby turret, a nearby explosive turret. That's not good. Alright, remote hack time. Yeah, where the fuck is it? Is it behind... I think it might be behind the pillar. Let's see. Are you behind the pillar? Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. It's, like, right there. Alright. Well, he's gonna come... I don't know why I'm gendering a fucking turret, but whatever. Ugh, damn it. There we go. Now it's on my side. Alright. Gathering... Alright. Okay, I did not mean to buy that. I meant to pick up this shit. Alright, there we go. Okay, Emperor Caleb Teen asked, Doc, I can't recall if I asked you this or not before. Did you play and beat Bonanza? I was asked this. I don't know if you asked this, but I was asked this in a previous stream. And yeah, I got Bonanza on my Nintendo Switch 2. And it's definitely, you know, if you're gonna buy one Switch... you probably need to buy a bunch of, like, to warrant your purchase. But if you play one Switch 2 game this year, you know, if you're able to, like, just borrow... If you know someone who has a Switch 2 and you can borrow it, if you only get to play, like, one game while you're borrowing it, make it Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because, yeah, it was definitely a great game. I feel like it definitely kind of... I don't know, in the last few levels, it kind of got a little old after a while... doing all the... I felt like at a certain point I was kind of, like, a little over it, but it's, like, such a long game, and, like, I only towards, like, the last fourth of the game when I was like, okay, you know, hopefully I'm getting close to finishing this game. But even then, I was still loving the game. I was just, like, the later levels I wasn't loving as much, but still just... Definitely one of the best games I played in a long while. Definitely gotta try that out. Though, I do think it's also a game that's, I guess, like a little longer away from release. It's become a little bit, I guess, divisive among Nintendo fans, especially Donkey Kong fans who... liked Donkey Kong 64 more, or just the rare approach to Donkey Kong, and are not really all that into the open world, sort of destroy everything approach they took with it, but I thought it was pretty damn fun. Very satisfying to play. Alright. Let's see here. And I did consider streaming it here, but I felt like, I don't know. I also considered streaming Mario Kart World, but I was just like, I may be pushing it. I may be like, I'm pushing things, like even just streaming a Bioshock game. Like, There's like lots of people who are like, why are you making this video or streaming it? Because I want to, but definitely feel like I can only go so far as far as doing the things I want to. Like, ultimately, I have a mission for you guys, and I need to fulfill it. All right, now I'm ready to do some gathering. Okay, Emperor Caleb Teen says, do you ever plan to review Hereditary? I've always wanted to hear your take on that one. Thank you for the super chat, Emperor. I guess, I don't know, it's one of those things where it would be an interesting video. It'd be hard to, like, be comedic with it, but at the same time, I guess it would be kind of darkly funny to be comedic with it, just because it's such a... It's a movie, like, about grief and loss and shit, and really uncomfortable, like, just lots of other uncomfortable stuff, and, like, you know, I don't want it to, you know, I want it to be, like, funny, but at the same time, I feel like people will misread it and think I'm, like, the humor I'm doing is, like, in bad faith, and I'm mocking the movie, when, you know, I don't necessarily dislike the movie. So it's definitely one of those things where it's like definitely a heavier video to approach. Wait, let me see here. Is there another? Wait, what the? That doesn't make sense. Why is there another? There's like another little sister. That's got to be bugged because there should be a finite amount of little sisters. What? Like So now I got like an extra little sister. I guess I'll find out what happens there, but there should only be 3 little sisters here. Weird. Bioshock 2 is definitely a buggy game. Even the remaster, they didn't really bother to fix much shit. So yeah, I can't adopt this one. Weird. I guess she'll just disappear. I don't know why they spawned an extra little sister. But yeah, I would be interested in covering, like, the Ari Aster movies. I just need to figure out, like, the right approach, because, yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's, like, it's gotta be ideally, I don't know. If it's not gonna be super funny, it definitely has to, I have to have, like, a take on the movie that's, it's interesting. So, yeah, it's, oh, okay, that guy, like, came back to life. Or I guess he was just stuck in the wall. And I got him unstuck. Alright.
He's nicer than other daddies.
Alright, I think we're gonna be done with Little Sisters for a little bit. Though, maybe we'll have to deal with a big sister up ahead. Alright. We'll see. Hopefully, no big sister anytime soon. Zachary in the Raboot Squad asked, Doc, have you seen The Conjuring Last Rites? I've only seen the first Conjuring, and I guess maybe those movies are reasonably standalone, but, you know, I haven't I've only seen one. I guess they have a whole universe. I've only seen one of them. I don't have a ton of interest in those movies, admittedly, and I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to, like, get away from covering stuff just because it's popular horror movie or show or something, and just focusing on stuff like I feel like I'm well equipped to cover and I'm interested in covering. So I'm kind of, which is why you probably won't see like a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 video on the channel, just because it's clear that those movies are targeted towards fans of the video games, and I'm not into those games at all. So I'm just not really equipped to give you a good video on those movies, and I realize that. So I'm gonna just focus on stuff like my heart's really in, and not just do something just because it's like a popular thing, something that'll get me views or whatever, or more exposure to the channel. No, just focus on. Oh, here we go.
Where they bound us together, Father. Playing God.
This is where it all began.
The only good thing that Rapture ever gave me.
All right, great. Well, okay, I really just want this plant, but thanks for telling me about that, Eleanor. Really appreciate it. Alright,
She was not meant to have a father, Delta. She was to be an heir to my
Copper Salmon
life's
says,
work.
Conjuring 2 is fantastic, also by the first
Is where
director.
they change
I guess I'll try to get more into those movies, but, you know, after just seeing the first one, I was like,
The child
I'm not
she
super
was
into this, but
died in this
I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I guess I'm also just not that into, I guess ghost movies. I like the idea of ghosts. I guess I'm never that into it, because I feel like a lot of the scares are like something moves, like there's something moves, or there's like some scary little girl, or like there's lots of jump scares. Like, it's one of those things where it's definitely a subgenre that's I guess hard to pull off in a way that's not just totally hokey. All right. Let's hack that camera. Maybe we'll have another friend on our side here.
Mother has destroyed Dr. Alexander. She tried to splice him into some kind of living saint.
Oh yeah,
who
let's.
would calculate
Oh yeah, okay, let's.
human
Oh yeah, I gotta hack that
and
too, I
live to
think.
it tirelessly.
Here we go.
But now he's become
Green.
something
Good.
unspeakable. Mother's
I think I could just grab that stuff
as
too.
corrupt as rhymes.
Gra- Come on, get over here.
Down,
Yes.
It would be better to
Yes.
make the entire world equally miserable
Oh,
than
Power of the
otherwise.
People machine. Okay, I gotta get in there. Hey, excuse me, fella.
To get out of here.
Jared Spooky Travel says, I get what you mean, though. I hope you do more spooky traveling like my name suggests. Yeah, I do need to broaden my horizons, because I do find, like, I'll find something I do like. Because, like, you know, I didn't like Terrifier 1, but I like Terrifier 2. What, can I also adopt this one? Maybe I can get some bonus... Wait. I guess... Oh, wait, maybe... Oh, yeah, no, yeah, alright. But that means I have to do more fucking harvest... Ah, god damn it. I thought I was done with this shit. Oh, well. But yeah, I do have to broaden my horizons. I mean, I did like Terrifier 2 more than 1. Wait, is this... Oh, wait, no.
Ask yourself, Mr. Meltzer.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so yeah, this is the last
Be executed
little
as an
sister I need to
outsider,
get.
caught with
Alright,
the
cool.
crowd.
So I might as well do the gathering.
United, not just with your daughter.
I got the Mark Meltzer Big Daddy killed, and I didn't even realize it.
The choice is yours.
Mark Meltzer is the guy who came to Rapture looking for his daughter, who became
Live by
a little sister. And I guess I have his daughter now.
beyond your love for her.
Now I'm her father. Fuck you, Mark Meltzer.
I wasn't the first to find Rapture. You crazy bitch.
But yeah, I like Terrifier 2. I at the same time, I didn't like Terrifier 3. So, I mean, I didn't necessarily hate Terrifier 3, but I wasn't as into it. It felt like it had a lot of problems with Terrifier 1. It is what it is. But speaking of Terrifier, I did love the Terrifier house at Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't even mention. I went to Halloween Horror Nights, on 9/11, actually. I didn't realize I was going on 9/11 until I saw the ticket that I got for free, because I know someone who works at the parks. And they were like, well, apparently it's less busy on 9/11. Yeah, no, it was still busy on 9/11. So I had, like, in the back of my mind, I'm also at Halloween Horror Nights on 9/11. But at the same time, I got a free ticket, and I feel like maybe, I don't know, I feel like I don't necessarily want to go to Halloween Horror Nights unless I'm going for free, just because the lines are so fucking long, and it's such like an ordeal with so many crowds. Like, it's just become out of control, where it's like, well, at least I got there for free. And I also didn't have to pay for parking, because I knew someone who used to work at one of the restaurants, and they at Universal, and they validated my parking. Like, I just went up to them, and they just validated my parking for free. I didn't have to eat at the restaurant or anything, so... You know, totally free Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, that was nice. And the houses were cool. It's just such an ordeal. Like, but the Terrifier house itself was definitely the best one I went to that night. it basically just gives you all the scares from pretty much all 3 Terrifier movies, all the best stuff, all the gore, just Dart the clown jumping out, none of the other horse shit. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's just all the best parts of Terrifier just walking through it. I want to lay traps, but I'm gonna end up like pissing off this Big Daddy because he's gonna be like a dumb fuck and walk on the traps. But I also went into the Jason universe house, and there was a universe of Jasons in that house. They had, from what I saw, they at least had, they had the Jason universe Jason, of course. That was the main Jason they had, popping out with the square eye holes, and he looked pretty cool in the right lighting, like where you could barely see him, like. But they also had Part 7 Jason quite a bit. They had him unmasked as well. They didn't really have a narrative reason why there was a bunch of different Jasons, because they also had Mrs. Voorhees, and she was alive. Like, you see her as a head on a table at the start, and then she pops up later, like, just alive, saying her dialogue from the first movie. So there wasn't really much of a narrative to the Jason Universe house tying everything together, but it was cool seeing a bunch of Jasons popping out, though. That was nice.
No strangers, nowhere.
Get the fuck away from her! Man, I could really use your help, fellow Big Daddy. Hopefully I didn't just piss him off. Okay, shit. Alright. Okay, good. He's helping me. That's what I like to see. Alright. And then also, the first house I did go into was the Fallout house, just because I'm a Fallout fan. And it was a cool house to go in as a Fallout fan, just because it's like, you know, you're in the, you're basically in, like, a vault for most of it, and then you, like, come out to the wasteland. So that, you know, that's cool, but there wasn't really any scares. Like, I'm super distracted fighting these Big Daddies. There weren't really many scares in the Fallout house. It was mainly just, like, a lot of the scares were just normal people popping out. At one point, Lucy, holding a Ripper, pops out saying okie dokie or whatever, and it's, like, not scary. Like, it's one of those things where it's really difficult to make a, like, an intellectual property and have it, like, based on the, like, that's not mainly horror, and have it, like, be a horror attraction. Like, it's definitely get some diminishing returns there. It felt like, they were mandated to adapt the plot of the show, so they couldn't really do anything else. Oh, I just had to fight this. God, I wish there was a way I could cancel a fight with a Big Daddy. I guess I could maybe hypnotize him. No, that's a no-go. I have to fight this guy. And I have no armor-piercing rounds, so yeah, it's definitely... Okay, so maybe... Okay, I think the bees should help. Not the bees. Ugh, he's just kicking my ass. I've got, like, a little bit of armor-piercing rounds. Just not a lot. Not what I want. Alright. Oh, of course he's still alive. Just die. Alright, there we go. Let's get that fucking little sister. There better not be another Big Daddy spawning anytime soon. There we go. Alright. Okay. Okay, so Jared Spooky Travel says, it'd be interesting to see Rob Zombie's American Nightmare. It's based on real serial killers, which, as you can imagine, caused quite a lot of controversy. I'm guessing that was his Halloween Horror Nights house that I guess eventually maybe led to him doing House of 1,000 Corpses. They were like, hey, do you want to just do like a movie? And he was like, yeah. Maybe I don't know, maybe he also just, like, wanted to do a movie and, like, pushed for it. I'm assuming he wanted to do a movie, because he kept making movies. Be funny if he was like, I hate making movies, I just keep making them for some reason. Alright, let's see what we got here. I totally forgot about this power to the people station. Launcher damage immunity. I guess that could help, but, launcher clip size, shotgun damage. Let's see. Machine gun ricochet upgrade. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, shit. Alright, let's get a nice recording of this guy. Oh, there he is. Okay, maybe there... Hopefully there's a corpse around here somewhere. Only in Rapture are you looking for corpses. They're all over the place, but it's got to be a very special corpse. Got to be the right kind of corpse. Let's, look at the map. Okay, there's a dead body all the way across the map. Okay, well, let's head over there. Greetings, not JPEG. Wait. What? He was just, like, standing there. I was looking at the chat, and he just suddenly reacted when I walked into him. He's like, don't walk into me, dude. I think there's some smaller Big Daddies running around. Not totally sure. But let's stock up on some more ammo. But I think this next gather is the last gather I have to do, but I think it also leads to, I think, the penultimate Big Sister fight. So, hopefully I'm ready for that. I mean, it's just a matter of unloading every type of ammo you got. Really comes down to it. Alright, let me see. Is it this way? Yes, it's this way. Alright, let's see here. Not JPEG-ass, ever play Aliens Dark Descent? The only Aliens game I played was Alien Isolation. But I don't want to return her yet. We gotta finish what we started. And I think this will be all the little sisters, hopefully. Maybe someone in the chat can correct me. Maybe there's, like, some more little sisters up ahead. But I think this is the last one I need to take care of. Rob Jr. 83 says, for the Fallout Horror Room, they make you haul around hundreds of pounds of junk just to scrap it later. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was one thing I liked about Fallout 4, that for whatever fucking insane reason they took away with Starfield. The fact in Fallout 4 you can basically, like, you know, all the scrap you pick up you can, like, convert into materials to build weapons or whatever. In Starfield, they don't have that, so you pick up all this useless junk, and there's no recycling. Like, it would be, like, it would make so much sense to have a recycler in the future, where you can, like, just recycle shit into, like, its base components that you can use to make useful shit, but it didn't implement it for whatever reason. Like, it's fucking nuts. It's so stupid. One of the many issues with Starfield, I don't know why that short-circuited. Not to say that I hated Starfield, but yeah, it was definitely I mean, but then again, it wasn't necessarily a letdown either, because, like, I've been a fan of Bethesda long enough to know the limitations of their game, and I knew going into it that they were not going to live up to the expectations they set up for themselves. I knew their engine was not going to allow for an actual, like, satisfying version of space exploration where you can freely fly through the atmosphere of a planet. Instead, it's just like you use a map and then you jump to a planet and then you use another map and then you land on the planet. Like, I knew that was going to be the extent. They weren't going to have, like, a full-blown space exploration thing, but still, like, man, they really dropped the ball with that. Like, even as, like, a regular Bethesda experience, most bland fucking writing and characters imaginable. Makes me really concerned about the future of, like, Fallout and Elder Scrolls and stuff with their writing in the position it is now. They definitely need to get rid of their head writer. He does not know how to... He can't ride himself out of a fucking paper bag that Emil Pagliacci, or whatever the hell his last name is. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, we're almost there. Babysitter Sky says it just works. Todd Howard. Yep. It just works, Todd. I mean, also it just shows, like, that's the first... I mean, it shows, like, how Todd Howard is just not really all that great of a game designer or director, because a lot of people don't realize this. He didn't start... Oh, man, that Big Daddy is just bugging out. A lot of people don't realize this. Todd Howard didn't start directing Bethesda games until Fallout 3. So the only Bethesda games he's directed are Fallout 3, Skyrim, and, well, he also did direct Elder Scrolls Redguard. That was the first thing he directed. It was a piece of shit, but, you know, but besides that, the only things he's directed are Fallout 3, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and Starfield, and to me, that's a lot more misses than hits. Fallout 3 and Skyrim were pretty big hits, but yeah, it's just been kind of downhill for him ever since. Alright, well, that was the last little sister, I think.
The girls are whispering, Father. They've left you a present.
Oh, man, that big sister is pissed.
Take it.
Alright, okay. Alright, let's get to, wait, where am I going? This is not the right way. This is where I started. Oh, shit. I need to make sure I got sufficient ammo and, health. Alright. Okay, I got plenty of armor-piercing rounds, so that should definitely make up for most of my problems. Alright, hopefully the bees can do their thing. So I definitely want to get some... Alright, let's see what I can get not health-wise, ammo-wise. Heavy rivet, let's get some more armor-piercing rounds. And I guess let's, save the rest for, some health packs. Alright, here we go. She's like, I'm gonna hunt you down, motherfucker. I guess she just will always know where you are. Like, she'll have, like, total awareness. You won't be able to lose her. Because that's the one, like, you know, that's the thing about, that's the thing that makes the big sister interesting is, like, the big daddies are optional. The big sister is not optional. She's, what you have to fight as a consequence for messing with the little sisters. So it definitely mixes things up in an interesting way that complements the existing system, where there's essentially consequences. There aren't really much, there's not much in the way of story consequences to the things you do in the Bioshock games, but there's definitely consequences as far as, oh shit, there's definitely consequences as far as, like, if you choose to mess with the little sisters and harvest them or gather with them or what have you. Okay, so yeah, I think we're almost good. Wait, get back here, bitch. All right, rivet time. All right, okay, there we go. But yeah, if you choose to, you know, do anything with the little sisters, you get a consequence, which is cool, you know? That's the main thing. It's not about your choices necessarily mattering for the story. It's about your choices coming with consequences that affect your playthrough and make your playthrough unique. Oh, I'm at 705 Adam. All right, let's save. Let's really think this through. That's a lot of fucking Adam. Here we go. Oh, wait, Billy Zane is here? Let's see what he said. All right, let's see. Where's Billy Zane? Billy Zane is not my lover. I wish he was. Oh, wait, Billy Zane says, hey, Doc, it's me, Billy Zane. It is. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, Richard Roberts asks, anyone ever met a celeb? I met the dog from Deadpool and Wolverine. I think the first celebrity I I was in the same room with and unaware of it was Robert De Niro. I was on a cruise, and we stopped at the Atlantis Hotel in Nassau, in the Bahamas, and I was at, it's a casino / hotel, and I went to take a leak in one of the bathrooms, and when I got out, my family said Robert De Niro was in there, and I didn't even know he was in there. like Robert De Niro walked out, and I didn't even see him. They said, yeah, Robert De Niro was in there. Maybe they could have been fucking with me, but it seems like a random thing to say. While I'm taking a leak, Robert De Niro was in the same bathroom as you. But besides that, I mean, at a horror convention, I met George Romero within a year of his death, one of his last convention appearances. So that was really cool. I mean, I just, it was like a photo thing. So, I just went up to him and said, I love your movies, Mr. Romero, and then took a picture. I feel like he was, in retrospect, I realized he didn't say any, he didn't really say anything. He just smiled. He probably was just extremely sick. But it's cool that I got to, be near George Romero. I mean, who knows? It was before COVID, quite a bit before, but maybe just being near me killed him. So hopefully that's not the case, but you never know. Yeah, let's just fill out these gene tonics slots. All right, but let's also let's upgrade some other things. Yeah, insect swarm, here we go. Security command. Yeah, let's get telekinesis too. Let's just go crazy. Let's just buy everything. Just buy everything. Might as well. But I also got to meet, I met Matthew Lillard at a later convention. And I've been in proximity to other horror celebs, just going to convention panels or whatever. But I got to be up close to Matthew Lillard, got something signed, got a picture as a separate thing. And he's a really cool guy, really nice guy. Oh yeah, I also got, I did, at a horror convention, I did meet Tom Savini. We were doing some documentary project for the convention, but the person I was with, who was the director of the project, was kind of a shithead and didn't really treat Tom Savini super graciously, and he definitely felt like he was kind of annoyed. We had him record a little soundbite, but he definitely was kind of annoyed by how he's being treated by the director of this project. It bummed me out. I was involved in something that kind of annoyed one of my heroes, at least to a certain degree. I mean, I don't think he was losing sleep. I think he was just because also the director just didn't even know who Tom Savini was, and made it pretty obvious based on how they were treating him that they didn't know who he was. So definitely bummed me out. But you can't win them all. You can't win them all. And you can see that documentary on the channel, the Spooky Empire documentary. You could just imagine, after him recording the introductory soundbite, just being just kind of looking really annoyed after the recording is done. All right. But what other celebrities have I met? I guess I don't know. I guess that's, because I've been at horror. I was at a Spooky Empire when not Roy Scheider. Oh yeah, yeah, Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, not Roy. It wouldn't be Roy Scheider. He would have been dead, long dead. Richard Dreyfuss, the other Jaws guy. I went to a horror convention where Richard Dreyfuss did, and I recorded the panel, but it was a horror convention where he did a panel on his birthday, and he was just super weird during the whole panel, just going really off, super off topic from people's questions, not really paying attention. So definitely got the vibe that, yeah, I think it's safe to say, I don't think this is going to necessarily surprise people, but Richard Dreyfuss might be a dick. I don't know. Maybe he might be a dick. I'm sure, like, the hardest core of Richard Dreyfuss fans are, like, fully aware. Yeah, of course he's a dick. Yeah. Alright. But, you know, on the flip side, I also went to a panel, and this was a much more intimate panel where it wasn't a huge crowd, so it was just, like, everybody was super up close, but I went to a panel with Ken Faree, and he was just like, yeah, super nice guy. Just really, you know, open with his, all the answers to, various questions asked. Definitely one of those, you know, just one of those convention pros that, have done it enough where they, you know, they know what to expect and how to, like, talk to people. That's the key thing. Being able to, like, you know, because, like, you know, I've been to, I used to go to conventions a lot just because I did lots of, like, video work for one of them, and, you know, you get to know, like, I don't know, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff about who's, like, a dick at conventions and who's not, like, or, like, I think, like, one of the convention, like, one of the stipulations of a convention is, like, generally, if you're a guest at a convention, you're getting your, you're getting your flight paid for and your tickets paid for. And there's, like, you know, I'm pretty sure at, you know, some conventions, there's a stipulation where if you don't make a certain amount of money, from, like, signatures or, what have you, like, if you don't make a certain amount of money at a convention appearance, they'll pay you out of pocket. And I think, that happened once with the sister from Dexter. She didn't have anybody coming up to her wanting her autograph, so they had to, like, pay her, like, super annoyed about it. But it does also give you an idea of who's going to draw the crowds later in a future convention appearance. Not JPEG ass. Has A24 officially bought the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise?
Head on back to Alexander's tank.
From what I saw, they bought the TV rights at least. Oh, shit. So, we're gonna get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre show. I guess, I don't know, it's... There, I think this is still in rumor territory, but I think they got the rights to... the film, like, the TV rights to Halloween as well, so it seems like they're definitely looking into building some kind, not a shared universe ideally, but definitely building up to some kind of just a selection of TV shows based on horror franchises. Like, I'm hoping they're all good. Okay, wait, I already fully... Alright, he's just, like, getting some freebies. I'm hoping they're good, because, you know, I don't necessarily think of A24 when I think of, like, a slasher franchise or something.
It was his will to die, Delta. To serve the majority by...
Not JPEG ass. Anaconda 2025. Interested in it?
Your entire journey here based on your refusal.
It's hard to say, because I'm not, like, you know, the first Anaconda is,
knowing that he's...
It's like, I don't know, a fun little adventure movie, but it's not like a great movie.
Rebirth, huh?
And I don't know, it feels like... I don't like this trend of official things becoming self-parody now, where it's like, when a franchise becomes played out enough, it's... like, it eventually leads up to just making fun of itself. I feel like, you know, you get some diminishing returns. I think the best version of that was probably the Brady Bunch movies, I guess, and then you know, 21 Jump Street did it as well, but yeah, I don't know. It's just you know, if they were like, here's a
dusty old book,
you know, here's just a Jack Black, Paul Rudd comedy where they're facing off against, like, creatures in the Amazon or whatever, I'd be like, alright. But when it's, like, packaged as a reboot of a franchise where it's meta and they're making a movie, they're making their own remake of Anaconda, I guess somehow Like, because in the trailer, also the other issue with the trailer for the new Anaconda is that it seems like it gives away the entire plot of the movie. Like, all the jokes, all the big moments, like, all the surprises. Like, in the trailer, they show seemingly Jack Black dies, and they use him as bait for the Anaconda, which is like, you know, a funny idea, and then it's revealed, oh wait, no, he's alive. But that's like would be such a surprise where you're like, oh, they actually killed Jack Black in this movie. Oh, anybody can die in this, and then he turns out to be alive, and then you're surprised to get, like, but no, they just gave it away, and I think it's also just an issue of studios just not really having confidence in comedies, so they'll just give away all the jokes and stuff, because, I don't know, like, comedies aren't that much about big, exciting set pieces and stuff. They're more about the jokes, so they're just like, all right, I guess in that case we gotta show all the jokes. Gotta show all the best jokes in the trailer. So it's just, I don't know, it's just like a mixed bag for me. And also it does give me deja vu because it's, you know, we've had 2 Jack Black movies before that are very similar to this new Anaconda, where they're like adventure movies in the jungle, where Jack Black is trying to make a movie. King Kong, the Peter Jackson King Kong, and fucking Tropic Thunder. He's done this twice already. He's doing it a 3rd time. So it does feel like it's just kind of, I don't know. It just feels way too familiar and safe. And also, I guess I kind of thought Jack Black was retired from live-action filmmaking. I kind of thought he was done, but yeah, with this Minecraft movie that came out this year, the new Anaconda, I guess the paycheck was right, because yeah, it seems like he's made his comeback. They even got him to shave his bushy beard. I didn't think he'd get rid of that. I thought that would be his, like, new signature thing, unless he somehow shot the movie before he got that huge bushy beard, because character he's playing in the Minecraft movie does not have, like, a giant bushy beard. It seemed like it was definitely I'm gonna have the beard. You're not gonna make me shave this beard. I'm gonna have this beard. But, you know, I might see it just, I don't know, out of interest, what a meta Anaconda comedy movie would be.
To all employees, Subject Delta is hereby
I realized this whole fucking stream, I've been streaming for over an hour. I had some liquids I could be drinking to relieve my voice, but I have not been drinking them. Okay, I'm gonna have a drink. But not only that, I also have a can of Michael Myers Pineapple Fanta. Yep, they came out with a Michael Myers Pineapple Phantom. It's just the regular Fanta pineapple flavor, but it's got Michael Myers on the side of the can. So if you're ever at your local grocery store in the States, keep an eye out. You might be able to get some Michael Myers Pineapple Fanta. Oh, yeah, here we go.
escort them from the premises.
Alrighty. Looks like I'm gonna get my ass kicked right now. So, let's set at least a mini turret. And, let's send out the bees. And then let's, there we go. I am looking forward to the Supergirl movie. It sounds like an interesting concept. I did like I did like Superman. I was like, what's the title of that movie? I did like Superman. So I'm curious, like, what the next iteration of that. I have mixed feelings, I guess, about, I don't know, about whether there'll be, I don't know, like, I have mixed feelings about, I guess, the new DC Universe at large, as far as it being a shared universe. Like, I'm kind of wondering how that's gonna go, because it definitely feels like it's gonna feel kind of just inconsistent and lopsided, like... But at the same time, I guess that's kind of what I want, because the comics aren't really consistent. If you look at them, like, they have, like, drastically different tones across the board. Like, a Batman comic will be super dark and shit, and then you'll read a Superman comic in the same world, and it'll be very lighthearted. So I'm just kind of wondering how to, like, I don't know, how to play out in a movie context. Alright. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Supergirl movie. I guess I don't know. At the same time, I know the comic that it's adapting. Oh man, he just headbutted me. The comic that it's adapting has a much more hard-edged take on Supergirl, where she's basically that bitch. Seems like she's a lot more cunty in in that Supergirl comic. And I'm a little bit more used to, I guess, Supergirl, you know, basically being, you know, just Superman, but a girl, like, just being, like, sweet and innocent kind. So definitely kind of threw me off hearing Supergirl call Superman a bitch.
You reel him in. Now,
like, in the
use that
Superman
console
movie. Like, I don't know.
Gene sample.
Definitely, like, all right.
Up a genetic
Okay.
key automatically.
I mean, that's, I don't know, that's the kind of thing, like, really close family members will say to each other, but definitely feels like, I don't know, do you want to bring that kind of vibe to Superman? Like, but all right. Andrew says Jack Black will sign up for any movie and just be Jack Black. Jared says she was drunk. I also just wonder, because they say in the movie, like, in the movie she turns 21. So she's, like, not even, like, I guess in space you don't have to be the legal drinking age, the legal American drinking age, but still, what kind of example does that set to kids? What? Come on. Like, come on, Superman's just being a very bad cousin. And I guess she's also, like, traumatized because she experienced Krypton being destroyed and stuff, and she just wants to drink the misery away, but... And I'm sure that's part of her arc, but, oh man, Superman, you're really... No, it seemed like he was just kind of just defeated. Like, he's just like, just kind of like, she's somebody else's problem at the end of that movie. Clearly, she's just like falling apart, but not my problem. Not my problem. All right. I guess I want to stock up before I leave this command center. Okay, well, I guess I just want one med kit. And, I guess I haven't watched all of Peacemaker yet, but I am aware in Season 2, the Season 2 premiere of Peacemaker, it begins with Peacemaker attending an orgy where everybody is fully nude. And I'm just like, and James Gunn was like, oh, well, we wanted to push Superman's release date forward, like, for digital, so people can catch up on the universe before they watch the new Peacemaker. And it's just like, audience for Superman and Peacemaker are like so fucking different, dude. Like, what are you talking? It feels like he already, like, I don't know. When I saw that, I felt like, okay, he already just does not have a grasp on.
As my mind fades, I find my thoughts.
Like I don't know, like how the shared universe thing is going to have some diminishing returns when they're like that, like, perhaps the two projects are like that far apart in tone.
Peace. Goodbye, my friend, and thank you.
All right. Well, goodbye, Gil. Good luck with whatever is going on with you. Oh, wait. This is how I meet Gil. The secret passageway. It's like, oh man, the kids who need to catch up on Superman, really, they need to catch up before they watch the Peacemaker orgy. All right. Definitely push in stuff that I don't even remember in, like, any DC comics, like in canon comics, like orgies and stuff. All right. Okay, I guess I gotta go up this elevator. Hell yeah. But again, I do like James Gunn. I'm kind of just curious how it's all gonna pan out. His steering of shared universe. It's definitely a much more ambitious thing than he approached. He kind of, like, shaped the cosmic side of the Marvel universe in film. So he's got that going for him, but yeah, it's Greetings to you, Lochnar. Alrighty. We're getting there. Okay, so this is the detention facility of Persephone, where I believe the political prisoners of Rapture were detained, leading up to their eventual execution. Because, you know, that's how it all eventually, where, you know, a society that becomes totalitarian eventually leads up to, you know. You know, you jail the people you don't like who say bad things about you, and then eventually you kill them when, you know, you could finally just fully get away with it. Alright. When you've got rid of enough of those people, and now you've got, like, full control.
Come quickly. I'm trapped in a cage. Something's wrong.
Alright, so Disturbed Renegade says, "Hey Doc, did you see that Horror Inc. and Gun Media are now selling merch from the Friday the 13th game? Like stuff for Savini and Retro Jason?" I didn't see that. I kind of wonder if it might just be them selling off unsold stock, because like sometimes that'll happen where
as I watch you now,
where you know, a company will like have like just a backlog of stock that they save for a rainy day or something. Like, oh, we found it. All right, let's sell this stuff. I did see that, you know, Jason Universe was selling They had the Jason Universe merch at Halloween Horror Nights, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy any of it. Part of me kind of wanted to, but I don't, like, when the only thing that's out for a version of something is just Halloween Horror Nights house and a commercial for apple cider liquor or whatever, like, becomes a little, I don't know. Becomes a little hard to justify it. If they had just like more neutral Friday the 13th merch that wasn't full on Jason Universe, because it's like t-shirts with like the Jason Universe design on it, like that one Greg Nicotero drawing, like that they've just reused like they don't seem to have any key art for the Jason Universe Jason at all. They just keep reusing that one drawing. I just couldn't bring myself to buy like a super expensive t-shirt. Part of me thought about it. I also couldn't get I didn't want to get the Fallout merch they had at Halloween Horror Nights because it was stuff for the TV show, and I like the TV show, but if they had more neutral Fallout stuff where it's like more just the series at large in the games, because it's just like, I'll feel like such a fake loser fan of it if I have like Maximus and Lucy and the Ghoul on a shirt or something. Like if they just had like, I don't know, just like, you know, a T-51 Brotherhood of Steel armor or something else, like, I don't know, something else, be like, all right, okay. Because admittedly, as a Fallout fan, I do prefer the, I do prefer Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas over 3, 4, and 76 for sure. Definitely, you know, admittedly, that was, the TV show definitely captured the Bethesda vibe of Fallout. Definitely, it didn't really capture the, even though it took place in the regions of Fallout 1 and 2, it definitely did not capture that stark, desolate, scary vibe of those games. Definitely going for more the cheery post-apocalypse that Bethesda goes for. Which, you know, appeals to people more, admittedly. Like, you know, it's a little bit more of a theme park version of an apocalypse. It's not like a scary place you don't want to be in. It's like, oh man, it would be so great if I exited a vault in the Fallout world. That'd be awesome. I'd be like my character in the game, just unstoppable. All right. But then again, once you get that Brotherhood of Steel armor and the plasma caster in Fallout 1, you're basically unstoppable. Like, it's all about getting those fucking things. Master does not stand a chance. All right.
Persephone, secret home of Sinclair Salute.
Okay, Richard Roberts asks, has anyone watched the Blair Witch Project with headphones? The sound design is fucking incredible. I mean, the funny thing is that there is sound design. There is sound design. They had, like, speakers in many instances that had sound. Like, yeah, it did have, like, soundscapes, like, just built into the world in certain places. when, like, you know, they're surrounded. Like, they'll have, like, creepy little... Like, it's definitely... I got Blair Witch, I got to watch the original extended Sundance cut of Blair Witch Project, because I got the Second Sight Blu-ray. And yeah, it was definitely much scarier immersive experience. Much scarier immersive experience.
Get that cage open.
Watching it with headphones, you feel like you're really surrounded by the woods in there. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the sound design is just like the natural sound of the woods, though. Like, it really is just, yeah, I don't know. It's just this authentic, you're there with these characters kind of thing. All right, you know, it's one of those things where I don't know. It's like it's about like imagining you're with this group. You're like the fourth member of this group that doesn't say anything. That's just along for the ride. So you have a limited perspective about what's going on, and you're like, what are those noises? Like, it's just dark. You can't see anything around you. Like, I don't know. It's just. That's what appeals to me, but it definitely is, definitely from what I hear anytime I talk about that movie, is definitely not for everybody. Also, just the mythos is so cool. All right, looks like we're reaching a point of no return. Here we go. John Blue says it's the woods. I mean, they did have also just speakers playing creepy noises. So they did have that as well, but... When it's, like, not night, it is just the woods, when it's just them walking around in the day.
Is this what she hoped for? Mother and father.
Though then again, they might have added some other additional noises in post-production.
Goodbye, Subject Delta. And take heart, for you, at least, have escaped your legacy.
Alright, I don't like the sound of that, Sophia. What do you got planned for me? Oh, two big sisters. Oh, that's just great. Okay. Alright, man, good luck to me. Alright, I'm gonna need some passive damage output with the bees. Passive damage output, but also a little distraction. Like, they kind of get slowed down a little bit. Drill vampire. All right. Well, I don't use the drill that much, but definitely one of the appeals to Bioshock is like there's all kinds of different builds you can do and runs you can do. You can do a more balanced build, which I get, and like get some serious diminishing returns when shit gets hot, or you could do like something that's much more focused, like a typical RPG, and really kick some serious ass, like, with something dedicated to a certain school of combat. Alright, Alright. I'm getting my ass kicked. Alright, I need more bees. That's the thing I'm missing here. I need more bees. I need more turrets. Come on, turret. Get down there. I need you. Okay, I meant to switch from the bees. Oh, there is a vending machine there, so... Okay, I should be good. I should be alright. As long as I stay near that vending machine. Oh shit, I could be, like, setting them on fire right now. Damn it. I could be, like, electrocuting them when they're in the water. There we go, okay. Gotta use your environment. Okay, I'm just like, okay, I wanna get my shit here. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Okay, so it should be good. I do like that time just freezes. Like, time is just, like, frozen while I'm buying shit. Yeah, just give me a... Oh, I could be using an RPG blast right now. Alright, there we go. Just fucking tanking those RPG blasts, though. Yeah, this is just chaos. But I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, shit, I thought I, like, died. The stagger there was just like, yeah, it gave me you're dead vibes. Alright. Alright, is that one still... Oh, that one's still alive. I was like, oh, yeah, you're dead, right? I hate, like, they have, like, no health left. Wait, what? Alright. It seemed like killing that one also killed the other one. Maybe they had a shared health bar or something. Alright, sweet. Plenty of Adam, though. Alright, before I head out, though, let's stock up. And now let's go. And let's save. Not JPEG asks, David Boreanaz or Eliza Dushku horror films. I am a big fan of the horror film Addams Family Values. It's a pretty terrifying movie about being forced to conform at a summer camp. I guess, I don't know. I guess it's not that scary.
Look at her, Delta. 10 years, and still she dreams of you.
50 seconds remaining.
Do you know why Eleanor brought you here?
There's Eleanor.
She
This is the chick we've been killing so many people to get to.
Restore you in body and mind.
Alright, this is their, would you kindly moment.
And she has been watching you ever since, exalting your every act as gospel.
Well, I killed one guy.
The girl lying on that bed is no longer my child, nor my life's work.
Gabe Dudas asks, are you gonna do Scooby-Doo and the Lake Monster on Camp October? Well, that's gonna be something that's gonna be on the Gulag channel when it gets brought back, so keep an eye out for that. When will it get back? Because there's like a goulash video that was recorded last year in September. It's been a full year. That just has not been edited. Just so many other videos have just, like, there hasn't been a good spot. No, don't smother her! But we're gonna figure things out. We're gonna figure out a new balance for videos. Richard Roberts asks, did you have to get a Region 2 player for the second Sight Blair Witch doc? Luckily, I had a region-free Blu-ray software on my PC that I could play through my external Blu-ray drive on my PC, so I got around it like that, but yeah, I don't have a player that I could connect to my TV that could play that Blair Witch Blu-ray, unfortunately.
No one enters this room.
But it was a cheaper solution, I guess. Because I mainly got that Blu-ray, though, for the amazing Blair Witch making-of doc that they have on the Second Sight Blu-ray.
Eleanor.
Just, like, such a comprehensive documentary, and a really great documentary to watch if you're trying to make an independent film and get an audience for it, advertise for it, get it to a festival. Like, it's such a great documentary. Even if you don't like Blair Witch Project, it's such a great movie if you want to be a filmmaker to find out how a movie like it gets made and, like, gets people to fucking see it. Like, it's such a good example. You have taken control of a little sister. You can now use vents and gather Adam from bodies. Hell yeah.
I know this feels...
I feel like they could have made some kind of,
see through her eyes and tell...
I don't know, like some kind of spin-off game that could be like a cutesy game where you're playing from the perspective of a little sister. There's lots of potential for spin-off games that, you know, let you play as different kinds of characters that have a different sort of gameplay approach to them. I don't necessarily know what playing as a little sister would be beyond just, like, gathering. They don't have any powers or anything. But maybe it could be like a platform game, a cutesy platform game, or some other kind of thing, a collectathon. With like a morbid dark side to it that you're maybe see glimpses of.
Now, inside Mother's office, there's a way to unlock these chambers she's holding us in. Find a way to slip in there.
Richard Roberts says, remember the Blair Witch website? That shit had everyone freaked out. Best online marketing ever. Yeah, I think they took it down. But yeah, you can get to it through the Internet Archive Wayback Machine. It's definitely worth looking at, because it has all the information. It's got Heather's journal. And I regret not getting the Second Sight Blu-ray Deluxe Edition, because it comes with a physical copy of Heather's journal that they made for the movie to promote it. Like, just like what's going on in Heather's mind as they're in the woods shooting the movie. Like, definitely a really interesting read. But also, I do recommend getting the Blair Witch Project dossier. I've, like, actually considered possibly making a audiobook of the Blair Witch Project dossier. It's just this, and maybe, like, turning it into a documentary using existing footage. Because the dossier is basically a collection of all the... It's a collection of all the lore and, like, new lore of the Blair Witch mythology, while also telling, like, a new story about a private investigator who's trying to find the kids in the Black Woods, and it, like, it has some interesting revelations about what happens in the movie and, like, what the true nature of the Blair Witch is supposed to be, because the Blair Witch, according to the filmmakers, and, you know, it's hinted in the dossier, the Blair Witch is basically an entity that's, like, an evil entity that's existed for centuries longer before Ellie Kedward, the Blair Witch that was blamed for big, like, you know, the titular Blair Witch was maybe a witch, but not like an evil witch, but the town just killed her and blamed her for it, and it's just it's what, like, the true entity. And, you know, the recent 2016 Blair Witch drives at that too, where the stretched out monster you see at the end of the movie is Ellie Kedward, but she's basically become like a, you know, just a minion for the Blair Witch, the real entity controlling the woods. They get a little closer to what it is. I still don't really, I don't know, like the 2016 movie, but they get a little closer to, it's not like some spooky witch, it's like something like much more ambiguous in nature, like much more mysterious. And also another aspect of the dossier that's explored is the idea that the search party, they were in the woods at the same time as the three student filmmakers when they were lost. Like, the search party were in the areas where at the same time, like, you know, they figured out, you know, it's an aspect they can't really get across in the movie, but the search party was there in all these same areas, the general area where the crew of the movie were, like, getting, like, tormented and stuff. But basically just the idea that the witch creates just this other reality, or takes you to some other time period that's apart from
What Mother did to me
the modern era. So they're basically taken back to, like, Rustin Parr's time, and they just are like in a time loop, essentially. That's why they walk in circles. Like, it's an element that's just, like, implied, but it's a lot more interesting how it's, like, really highlighted in the book. Where they're like, they were there. The search party was there. They didn't fucking... It's weird how they didn't walk into the filmmakers at all. It was over there. But anyway, people don't like when I talk about Blair Witch now, so let's gather from this angel. Man, she really needs to get someone to look at them teeth. Damn. Fucked up. Not JPEG ass. Horror version of Dragon Ball Z? Yes, no, maybe. I mean, it'll probably happen once it goes public domain, in Japan. I guess we'll see. I think Japan has a shorter time period for something to become
There's a piece of the
public domain. I'm not totally sure, though.
and bring them back to me.
I don't know what a horror I think like a Dragon Ball Z fan, you ask them what a horror version of it. It would be Dragon Ball Evolution. Just terrifying. Bring it up to a Dragon Ball fan. They fucking... They can't stand it. They scream. They scream in horror.
To her, the ideal child is a genius.
I've been asked to, like, review, like, cover the Dragon Ball Evolution movie on my channel, and I'm like, for one thing, I'm not really into that series, but also, so I wouldn't really have any, like, point of reference. I could, like, review it as a movie, like, as a shitty movie. I couldn't be like, well, Goku, he didn't do this when he was trained. Like, I couldn't really tell you anything that happens in, like, the anime or anything. But then also, of course, it's just, you know, I mainly cover horror movies on the channel. And, you know, some eclectic stuff I'm into every now and then. And, you know, you could maybe say Brightburn is a Dragon Ball horror movie, you know. It is kind of funny, like, I guess Superman did Goku's origin of the home planet of, Goku and Superman, at least in the James Gunn version. They both have, like, sinister motivations. Alright. They have sinister motivations for sending Goku and, Superman there. I'm really hoping it's not true. I'm such a Jor-El fan. I love Jor-El. He's my friend. I don't feel like he would make the human race rape slaves. I just can't believe it. God. I remember he being in the theater just being like, I don't know about this. And I know why they did it. I feel like maybe it was just a little too insanely extreme in that movie to imply that, like, Superman was sent to Earth to make the human race rape slaves was maybe a little too extreme for a Superman movie. Like, but then again, it seems to be James Gunn, like, just being kind of a weirdo, like, in general. Like, not necessarily thinking something all the way through, just, like, going with his gut. I guess you could appreciate that. But I was like, I hope they do something about. They hope they reveal it. It's not the case. No, it seems like it is the case. Oh well, time to flush the toilet.
Now I will do the same for all the others, starting with this one.
Jared Spooky Tail says, I thought Luther made a fake video. I mean, James Gunn said himself that it was not faked. And, you know, in the movie they say, which is like, this is the most bullshit thing to say, but Mr. Terrific says, I know these computer scientists or whatever. They know what they're talking about. They would not mistranslate this Kryptonian video, a language they have they don't really have a frame of reference for. Like, it was, I don't know. But, you know, it did make for a heartwarming ending for the movie, at least.
But now it's my
Superman's true parents are the ones that didn't send him to Earth to make him enslave humans and turn them into their sex slaves. God. Like, Superman was sent to Earth to be Jeffrey Epstein, apparently. Like, oh, man. I wasn't so into that aspect, but, you know, it's what but also it is also derivative of
take this plasmid
of Invincible, which also is in itself is riffing on Superman to begin with. But, you know, it is what it is.
The big sister to fight by your side. Warning, nothing lasts forever.
You can use it to call me to your side in a fight.
Andrew says, Happy Batman Day, Dr. Wolf. Yep, Happy Batman Day to those of you who celebrate it. Those of you who are followers of the Dark Knight and his great work. Batman Day always sneaks up on me, you know? It is what it is. I wish I realized it was Batman Day. I would have streamed something else, but I will. Oh, shit. Let's make this right. Yeah, get away from me. I will be streaming the Lego Batman 4 game, the Legacy of the Dark Knight, so there'll be, Batman game streams in the future. I mean, that Lego Batman game will probably come out, on the next year's Batman Day, maybe. I guess we'll see. I mean, it seemed like it was pretty far along. They were showing gameplay. I don't think they have an announced release date. And, of course, also, when I stream the Lego Batman game, it will be Lego me streaming it. So it will be a full-blown Lego thing. I made all that Lego stuff in case I want to make more Lego videos and streams. It's set aside. It's there. It exists. I can reuse that stuff. I like having a catalog of things I can go back to, especially with Camp October. I can just go back to Camp October, because this year I was supposed to do Octoberland, but I just would not have enough time to do it justice. It's like a super complicated thing. I have to design I have to design rides, I have to design a park layout, I have to figure out all that shit, and it'd just be... I would not have enough time to do that and also do the videos, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna definitely make sure I'm prepared for it next year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Octoberland. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool to finally do that. It's cool. It's one of those things where a lot of my ideas, when you find, like, the Lego video that came out yesterday, that was an idea I had for a video January 2024, and it took me nearly 2 years to finally do it. So lots of ideas are just kind of put on the back burner. They're eventually done, but it's nice to have, like, some easier stuff I can fall back on. Eleanor, come to me! There's, like, some stuff that's pre-existing that I can kind of fall back on and make the videos a little easier to approach. Yeah. Thank you, Eleanor. I mean, this is another thing they could have done, and what I kind of expected they'd do before, eventually Bioshock Infinite came out. You could do a game where you play as a big sister, and you're just a lot more mobile than playing as a big daddy. You could just, like, you go so much faster.
We shall be buried.
But, you might not take... I mean, but then again, I don't know, I think for gameplay purposes, the big sisters take a lot more damage to kill than big daddies, but maybe they're not as... I mean, you could play as, like, a different kind of big sister, but it's in the same way you play as a different kind of big daddy from their usual ones. Make it work gameplay-wise, but I always saw this as an option for a game if they ever want to go back to Rapture. Alright, so Jamie says, did you hear that, guys, that Johnny Depp is going to be playing as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in a brand new Jekyll and Hyde movie? I'm super excited for that.
She's going to drop this building into
hopefully
the
it doesn't shit the bed.
We have to find Sinclair.
I'm admittedly, not super into... I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen a Johnny Depp thing where I'm like, that was good. So, he seems like he's a very troubled man. He's going through some things. Maybe he needs to take a break from movies and figure his shit out. But maybe he has. Maybe that's happened. I'm just enjoying this pineapple Michael Myers Fanta. Here we go. Andrew says, Gary Oldman always in Bat-related media with Coppola's Dracula and the Dark Knight trilogy. Is he in another thing coming up?
Upstairs, Father.
Bat-related? I always felt like, I don't know. I felt like, I like, the Dark Knight trilogy really expanded on Gordon and made him truer to his comic incarnation in ways, that hadn't been done before. Because the Pat Hingle Gordon, he's just like basically the TV show Gordon, where he's just like, he turns on the bat signal, and that's basically all of his relationship with Batman. It really made his relationship more in depth with the Gary Oldman version. But it's still, it's still ultimately, man, they really went even further with the Batman, where Gordon is basically Batman's partner. They're like always hanging out with each other, like to the point where it's even more often than in the comics. I don't remember them hanging out that much, solving cases together. Like he's almost like a Robin, where it's like, I gotta make sure I bring my cop partner to every crime scene, which definitely was, I don't know, very, very cool. But also it just gives Batman a Robin-like character while making it still serious, where he has somebody he can talk to. Which I guess is something they could do with, you know, like a solution. Just have him talk to Alfred over like over just like an earpiece or whatever, but whatever.
The family has activated timed charges within its foundations. Surrender before detonation.
Andrew Thomas says, I agree, Gary Oldman is the best live-action Gordon. I feel like he definitely had the potential to be the best live-action Gordon, but I felt like he kind of was, I don't know, a little too benched in the movies. But he did have a lot more going for him. I felt like he's definitely visually just what I imagined Gordon. I feel like we just didn't get enough time with him, especially in Dark Knight Rises. They were like, there's just too many characters. We have to bench some of these characters. They really expanded on Lucius Fox's character for some reason, where he's a lot more actively involved, more than Alfred in the Caper. But I guess they didn't want to waste Morgan Freeman's time. Like, Alfred's just like, okay, I had, like, my 3 scenes, and then I'm out of here, and then I'm gonna cry at your funeral. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh, wait, can I keep moving? Oh, okay, auto hack time. Okay, cool, alright. On my side now. And I also want some bees. Give me some bees. I'd appreciate some bees right now. No. I just like that, for whatever reason, the Brute Splicers are British. So they'll say shit like, put a lid on it, you bleeding blighter, or whatever the fuck. I don't know why these guys are like, I don't know if... There's some British guys in Rapture, like Sullivan. Not Sullivan. The guy who basically Rapture's plumber was a British guy. But Sullivan was the chief of police. What's the name of that? What's the name of Rapture's the engineer of well, not the engineer of Rapture, the guy who basically designed the plumbing system of Rapture. I don't remember his name. Oh well. It'll come to me. It's probably not gonna come to me. But he was British. Not a lot of other British people at Rapture that I can recall. Alright. Let's see here. What do I want to get next? Disturbed Renegade asks, where did the bees come from, Doc? It's definitely, like, you know, think about it, it's gotta be really fucked up, because it's like, they have to be conceived inside your arm, and, like, very quickly conceived inside your arm, and, like, as eggs, and then they, like, hatch really quick, and you can control them, and they live for, like, just seconds. Like, yeah, it's really fucked up. Rapture's crazy. Alright. Man, you know, it wouldn't see me wanting to come here, no way. I mean, well, at the same time, I would get bees in my arm, but I don't know, maybe you could, I don't know, take the bees, like, take the thing that makes the bees in your arms, take it from Rapture, and then just leave. Like, once I find the thing that makes it so I can, like, release bees from my arm, and then I leave. That's, like, the ideal. Because I don't really want to stay here. I just want the bee thing. Alright. Oh, I wasted that auto hack dart. Damn it. Alright, well, I should be able to get in there later. Maybe. On the other side.
We have to get you out of Rapture, Father.
Zachary asked Doc, who's your favorite iteration of Alfred, animated included? Well, yeah, it's easily going to be Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. in the original animated series, for sure. Just because it's basically Alfred. To me, that's the ideal Alfred. I don't like the current trend with Alfred where he's a little too savvy. He's a little too, because, you know, in the comics he has, like, medical training, and he served in the army. I don't like the idea that they're pushing more that he's, like, he was, like, a secret agent or something before, like, just something, like, all kinds of crazy backstory stuff that the Nolan movies kind of started up for him. I just like the idea of him just being kind of like a guy with some hands-on experience, you know, in war, and, you know, as a, like, he's got, like, a varied background, because he's also, like, like a trained actor, you know, like a varied background, but he's not like a guy who's comfortable, like, with Bruce being Batman, because, like, you know, usually he isn't, but he's, like, he's not comfortable with Bruce being Batman, but he gives, like, a lot of, like, advice and modern things about being Batman for some reason. I like the idea of him just kind of being, like, I'm just, like, fucking sick of this. I just want to be a butler and, like, just, like, get this guy ready for his next event or whatever he needs to do. I don't want to have to be dealing with this, like, him, like, coming home, like, having fought, like, a guy in a clown costume and shit. Like, I don't want to have to deal with this. Like, him just being, like, kind of a stuffier character. Like, that's my preference. But as far as live action Alfreds, yeah, I've just kind of had mixed feelings about them, because there's been great takes and characters, but they always feel like they're not quite there. I feel like the closest is going to be Michael Goff in the Burton movies, just as far as him being, like, just a normal guy who's just a butler. But feel like, still, I don't know, I feel like we don't get, he has, like, lots of great japes, but we don't get to know him all that well, or we don't get a lot of,
He's got the master key.
we don't get a ton of, like, it feels like he's just kind of there to have, like, a one-liner about Bruce being Batman. I feel like he doesn't, like, bring a ton, like, there's some scenes where he, like, there's, like, some, like, emotional resonance to them, where it's like, where he'll say something kind of sad or tragic, where it's like, I don't want to make a habit of like, thinking about burying old friends. Like, he has, like, some kind of tragic line about that, like, regarding Bruce's parents, or, like, or burying their sons or whatever. Like, he doesn't want to have to repeat what happened before because of Bruce's dangerous lifestyle, that kind of thing. Like, it kind of got glimpses. But yeah, I mean, it's the issue with movies compared to, like, comics, is that you can only delve so deeply into these characters in a 2 to 3 hour time span. You can't really get everything. You can't get the full dimension. You can only get kind of close to it. Whereas, you know, comics will have, I think there'll be like 50 fucking issues of Batman a year, like, total, something like that. Or including, like, I guess graphic novel, like, just lots of Batman material. Lots of space to do all kinds of different versions too, like, whereas, like, a movie will only take, like, it'll take, like, 2 to 3 years to happen. I mean, even longer with the Batman too. So it's just, yeah, it's just unfortunately limiting. So you can't really get, I mean, the animated series got really damn, I mean, honestly, not only close, but pretty much perfect as far as adapting the most important elements of Batman and making them, you know, just making them work within that medium as well. All right. Okay. Hacked. There we go. And my cat is asking me to leave the bedroom. So, I will go into intermission, but just for a moment to open the door. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, let's open this door. Come on. Get out of here. All right, now you've left. Now I'm sitting back down. I'm sitting back down in my chair. And now I'm going to make some adjustments, and then I'm going to get back into the game. There we go. All right. And I'm also going to drink some more Michael Myers Fanta. Here we go. All right. Richard Roberts says, I know people say it won't work, blah, 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 but I want them to move Robert Pattinson into the DCU. I do want that. I understand why it's not going to happen. Because, it's one of those things where it's like where they clearly have their own intended storyline with the Batman universe. But to me, it's one of those things where it's just like, you could just have Robert Pattinson be the Batman actor. And you don't have to have him connected to his universe. He could just be the Batman actor. He pops up in the movies. He might have it, it's one of those things where it's, so clear that the idea of the current DCU is not the necessarily connected storylines or anything. It's more just having the stable of characters. So all that matters is you have a Batman. It doesn't matter, all that much what he's doing in his own movies. If you want him to pop up in Justice League, you just have him pop up, I don't know. To me, it seems like a no-brainer, because in the comics, Batman has, they don't address, well, why doesn't Batman just call up Superman or whatever when he's solving this case? No, it's just they're kind of self-contained until they need a crossover. Batman will have very grounded stories and stuff, but, last week he'll have fought, a giant alien squid or whatever, with the Justice League. It's one of those things where it's you can't really get consistent. It's all about just having the roster of characters and having them be able to, meet each other and stuff. It doesn't really matter that much if, they're consistent. Who gives a shit at this point? You have Peacemaker Season 2 start with an orgy right after Superman. I mean, come on. It's, totally different sides of the spectrum, but at the same time, I could understand if, Robert Pattinson is I didn't sign up for, a universe either, I'll do these movies, but I'm not gonna be, hanging out with fucking Superman and the Justice League and shit. But, yeah, it is what it is, I guess, Jason Strine asks, ever watch Frankenhooker? Yeah. It's a great Henenlotter film. Maybe, I don't know, I guess maybe I wouldn't really necessarily say my favorite of him, but it's definitely one of the most memorable. Definitely one of the most memorable. I think it actually probably is maybe one of his better known. Maybe Basket Case is better known, but
Helena, I know you can hear me.
All right.
I am inside Sinclair's lifeboat now.
Oh, she's just crying. I don't want to kill her, but yeah, she's gonna she's pretending to cry, and then when I walk away from her, she's like, okay, now I'm gonna attack you.
To the surface together, if you will only step inside and accept your duty. Remember, Eleanor, Mummy loves you.
Man,
yes.
Sophia is just fucking crashing out.
One last
needs to accept that she's gonna lose.
Fortunately, by now, I'm the world's foremost expert at breaking her rules. I've made my choice, Father, and if needs be, I'll die for it.
Oh, well, hopefully... Well, I mean, between Eleanor and me, I hope she dies. Delta's got important shit he needs to do. Oh, shit, that's gonna blow up. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth looting a corpse right away, and that's definitely advice you could take to the bank. Yeah, you can wait a little while before you loot a corpse. Especially, you don't want it to be a fresh corpse, The more decayed, the better. That's what makes it fun. Speaking of corpses, I watched back-to-back today Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2. The complete duology. And I definitely recommend them. Just classic comedies, especially the second one. Who cares if maybe Bernie's corpse would be in a much more severe state of decomposition just hours after he died.
I'm sorry,
It's fun.
Here.
That's what matters.
Lamb's
Aw, shit.
dance
Okay.
on her goddamn strings. I can't stop.
Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see here. Frag grenades. Yeah, let's just go crazy. Let's just buy shit.
Break in here and put me down.
Michael Malott asks, Doctor, would you appear at a convention?
I'd rather die a man than live like
The issue is, like, a lot of horror conventions near me are around...
God, he's right.
They're around, you know, the Halloween season. And I'm focused on videos. I'm focused on making my videos, so stepping away to, like, attend some kind of frivolous event, like, you know, I'm letting the fans down. And they'll let me know that I let them down. They always make sure to let me know exactly that I let them down this year. I'm gonna try not to let you guys down this year, but hopefully not. But, yeah, I don't know. Because it's also, like, I don't know. It's like such a money, like, investment of money, too, not just time to go to a convention. I could maybe, like, maybe know someone who works at my local horror convention that can get me in for free or something.
I caught a glimpse of the
But I don't know. I don't know. That's a big ask. Halloween Horror Nights is like one thing.
Didn't catch the rest. Maybe I can just...
Wilderness asks... Oh, shit. Wilderness asks, does Goulash rot since he's a corpse? Yeah, he just, like, rots very slowly, though. That's just the treatment I've had him undergo. But, yeah, you could tell, like, watching the videos over the years, like, yeah, he's been rotting away.
this place.
He is, like, not as fresh looking.
Up at Fontaine. And now I'm paying for it. Oh, wish I had time to make amends. Take the lifeboat. It's all yours. Just don't leave me like this. Good, son.
Well, it looks like Sinclair is, Big Daddy-ified.
I remember.
Or in the process.
Get you near enough to lure me out. Try it, kid. Hurry.
Gonna have to kick Sinclair's ass. Oh, man, he was such a cool guy. He did kind of encourage me to kill children, but, still, you know, he's a cool guy. He's cool. I'm gonna miss him. But I gotta kill him. That's just how it is. Alright, let me see. I guess I could see what's in here. Oh, wait, I already hacked this. Yeah, let's just grab some more health kits and keep moving. Richard Roberts asks, are you gonna watch I Like Me, the John Candy documentary doc? I don't know, I guess maybe. I do like John Candy, and I do like, planes, trains, and automobiles, but man, God, you guys are fucking brutal in the chat, dear Lord. I thought I was mean to Goulash, dear God, man, it's fucked up. Alright, okay.
Good.
That's where it's getting real.
I can see the back door's open. I'll try to get something in here to pick
Disturbed Renegade asks, is that why there's so many corpses at Camp October? Just think no camper will notice? Well, I mean, I find, like, a lot of parents don't really care that their kids are dead. Like, I don't know. When I tell them, like, yeah, your kid, yeah, he or she fucking died. They're just like, I don't know. They're just like, oh man, that sucks. And then, like, that's the last I hear about it. It's almost like they're kind of happy about it. It's interesting. Almost like nobody wants to be a parent. It's like I'm doing them a favor or something. It's like they sent me their kids knowing that they'd end up getting killed, which it's kind of an insane thing to think about. All right. Disturbed Renegade asks, do you think next year for October you will actually get us some stuff to make s'mores? The Wendigos always kill the cooks every year. Yeah, I guess that's definitely a component that I haven't been addressing. I'll try to make sure we enjoy some delicious hot schmoes in the coming videos. I don't think we're gonna have to wait until next year. I'll definitely figure out how to make that happen. I'll do what I can, kids. All right. All right, let's keep moving. I hacked that one thing. I think I have to hack this turret. Yeah, I gotta hack that turret. Okay. Gonna be on my side soon, dude. I'm gonna wish you weren't so fucking mean to me. Yeah. Picking up lore that I'm not gonna listen to. Richard Roberts asks, you prepared for hurricane season this year, Doc? Did you fix your bedroom ceiling yet? No. No, yeah, that ceiling is just, it collapsed. The room is still destroyed. I don't have the money to replace it or rebuild it. So it's just, I just have like a destroyed room. So hopefully it's not a, if we do get a hurricane, it's not like a bad hurricane, because yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like out of my hands.
When you do me in, kid, don't.
But yeah, I mean the roof is destroyed, but yeah, hopefully yeah, that's all I can say. Hopefully there's not a bad hurricane.
Helps to know that you'll stick it to Lamb after, and let young Eleanor see the sun.
Zachary asked, Doc, do you have any Lego sets? Yeah, I have quite a few reasonably priced Lego sets. I got the Lego Seinfeld set.
Lay down easy.
I think that's my most expensive Lego set. It was $80. There's like lots of Lego sets that go for like hundreds of dollars. So I was surprised the Lego Seinfeld set was so cheap, just because it's such a detailed set. But you know, I'm glad they did it. It's such a random thing to make a Seinfeld Lego set.
Don't let me...
Definitely like one of those dream things of, yeah, you got a Lego Seinfeld set, you gotta buy this. This was like made specifically for you. I also got like, you know, a Lego TIE Fighter, Lego X-Wing, Lego, a bunch of Lego Batmobiles. I've got the Lego, what's it? You know, I got the Lego Tumbler, the Lego 60s Batmobile, the Lego 89 Batmobile, the animated series Lego Batmobile. There's a lot of Batmobiles. Crazy amount of Batmobiles. I don't have the Batman Forever Batmobile that they released, just because I don't really like the way that Batmobile looks. It's not terrible looking, but I don't know. It's not one of my favorite designs.
Now, Father, I'm afraid that ending the lockdown...
Richard Roberts says, well, I'm a roofer. I could pop over the Atlantic and fix it for you. Well, it's the roof collapsing caused the room to collapse, so hopefully you're a roomer, too, because, yeah, the room is destroyed. I have a destroyed room. Like, the walls are, like, all fucked up, too. So, it's a little bit more, it just looks like I have, like, I don't know, like one of those, like, an abandoned mall, or, like, just one of those, like, it looks like a post-apocalyptic building in my backyard, it looks like all just grown over vines and shit, like, inside this room. Like, it looks like something an urban explorer would, like, walk into. Alright. Rivet gun heat upgrade, alright. That should be good. Norzoth asks, Doc still playing Bioshock 2? Will he finish before GTA 6? I mean, I started this playthrough, you know, like 5 months ago. But we're almost done. This is, like, the last part. So, you know, it took a little bit, but let's not get crazy. Let's not exaggerate things. GTA 6 it's coming out in 2028. You know, it's still a long ways to go. All right, let's save. I do like, you know, some fans will just be like, they'll just kind of drop in just to clown on me. Like, they're like, oh, man, really humbles you. Or it's like, oh, yeah, all right, I see how it really is, damn. All right.
Ending curfew. Sealing security office temporarily.
Sinclair died a hero of the Rapture family, Delta. Was he a friend to you?
Jamie says, bro, I wanted to get a picture with the whole cast of MASH as a gift for my dad, but things with COVID, that never happened, so yeah, thanks, COVID. Well, a lot of the cast passed away at this point. I think even before COVID, like, Trapper John had passed away. I think the only living cast members are just Hawkeye, Radar, and Klinger. I think that's pretty much it. It's like 3 guys. Like I missed like Hot Lips' death. Like it happened, and I didn't even hear about it because I was on vacation. Oh shit! They just like walk in. They just like run fucking head on you. I didn't even hear that Hot Lips died until like months later. I like missed the news. Completely. I was bummed out about that. I guess it's kind of better that you hear about this person you liked in this show dying like months after it happened. So it's just like, well, I guess it happened. You know, it already happened. It happened quite a while ago at this point. All right. Engineer for the Future says, loved your Lego video, Doc. Thank you, Engineer. Might be a one-off, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. I didn't really hear anybody, like, I don't know. I didn't hear, like, a lot of people saying they liked it, but, I guess we'll see what happens. Then again, I've done plenty of videos based on nobody saying anything positive about them. Still made additional entries in said videos, so I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's throw some bees at him, get some passive oh, what am I doing? Wrong button. Let's burn him up a little bit. Then, let's electrocute him. Oh, shit. Gotta reload my atoms. Reload my health. Man, they get, like, 2 melee attacks in 1 hit. Was he in a... Okay, no, yeah, that's not oil. Good. One Cold Monkey says, depends on the celebrity death. I still feel bad for Gene Hackman. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, then again, it's a different, like, you know... he had died quite a while ago before the story was reported, but what matters is just the first reporting of the story. Like, I didn't see the reports of Nurse Houlihan's death from MASH until much later. I was bummed. I was, you know, I guess, I don't know. It was definitely a different kind of process. But yeah, I was bummed out about Gene Hackman dying, even though it technically happened like weeks ago. So it kind of just happened, and I didn't really hear anything else about what happened with it. I guess it was carbon monoxide
from me, Delta.
Or something like that.
Soon, this father obsession will end her. You have left me with
Yeah, Robert Redford died recently, too. That was, I don't know, I didn't hear any, like, crazy shit regarding that. I mean, I don't know. Because yeah, Gene Hackman was nearly 100. He was getting close to 100, but yeah, suddenly dying in his, like, just suddenly dying in his sleep with his much younger wife, like, who's in her 50s or 60s or something. Like, definitely like a fucked up way to go out. Oh man, I'm getting destroyed. well, he's dead now. See ya. Now, are these security bots on my side, or do they hate me? Well, they hate this guy. Definitely hate that guy. Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys. Alright. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I feel like with Bioshock games, you get to a certain point, and they're just kind of like...
Father, use the...
I don't know. Here's some more rooms with splicers, and I don't know. I feel like the ending levels of Bioshock games aren't super great, where you're just kind of in very familiar-looking hallways and shit, fighting the same enemies. It's gotta, like, you know, probably got like some kind of mandate from the publisher saying, hey, the game's got to be a little longer. Pad it out a little bit more. But we're getting there. We're almost there. We're reaching the end game.
Mother has bombed out the ballast compressors, Father. The lifeboat will be too heavy to launch. Unless... Let me think.
Actually, I think this might be like the last thing you do in the game.
Get the lifeboat to rise.
I think.
But I can't generate that much heat alone. It's time to recruit the rest of Mother's little sisters. We're taking them with us. Head to the pediatric wards.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, wait. Alright, let's stock up on ammo. Let me see here. Alright, I'm just like looking at the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Disturb Renegade asks, hey Doc, you think we should close off the whole Blood Island part of the camp? Goulash keeps getting into some shit every time he goes there. Well, he hasn't gone there until this year. You didn't know about it until... I mean, it took like 2 videos for him to even get there. Took like 2 videos. Just like, one video just like told him to go there, and the next video talked about getting there. There's only been like one video, like one full video where he was just there. But, you know, he's got to be at Blood Island. Like, we gotta, I don't know, there's only so much space at the core camp. We gotta make the most out of the property. Like, this property, you know, it is at Blood Lake. But it's very, it cost me a bundle to buy this property. I'm gonna make the most out of all of it I can. Playing Bioshock 2, it doesn't exactly pay the bills, you know? I don't know. And, you know, I don't know, it definitely looks better on my tax return. Like, yeah, I used all this property for my business. I can write it all off. All right.
Every word I speak, you already know.
Trust me, I could have sent them to the Epstein Island in Blood Lake. I sent them to Blood Island instead. A much safer place. All right.
Mother's people are starting to detonate the charges. We don't have long.
All right. That doesn't sound good, Eleanor. Okay. Oh, she's painting a painting. All right. It's, you know, even this late in the game, you're in the end game. They're still giving you some nice world building stuff. All right. Let's see if I can make this security bot my own. There we go. Phantom of D's Nuts asks, has Doc reviewed Rose Red? No, I have not. I've heard about it. It's like a Stephen King adaptation, or a Stephen King miniseries. I am interested in covering Stephen King miniseries. I would like to do that as a as an event on the channel. Some of you might have keyed in on this, but yeah, like the last year or so, I've definitely taken a more loosey-goosey approach to my events on the channel and just kind of gave them more room to breathe. So, allowing just, you know, just like where my events are now just basically storylines, and like just a themed run of videos, not necessarily limited by any specific time span. Just because I don't know, I get people complaining that the videos like go past Halloween season, like the October videos go past Halloween season, but you know, it's just like so many videos I want to do, like and they take a long time. I could like shit them out, but I take my time making my videos, so it's just, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to fucking kill myself releasing all these videos. I want to be able to take my time with them and make them as good as they can be. Yeah. So, you know, definitely the themed run of video storyline approach definitely has been working for me, at least. I don't know. I haven't heard any like complaints about it, but yeah, I'm sure like there's people who are complaining. All right.
No matter how much we have. It is among the grandest of human ironies that our very drive to find utopia.
All right, here we go. Andrew says, I did like your Phantom of the Opera video. The silent, the silent version is getting a graphic novel release. Oh, that's cool. Guess it's a sign that it's, I guess that version's public domain. Yeah, oh, yeah, it is public domain, so. Yeah, you could basically do whatever you want to with it. You could, like, change the... You could change, like, the dialogue, the dialogue to just have the Phantom say whatever wild shit you want him to say. No one can stop you. I'm surprised there hasn't been more of that, where like they'll release a public domain silent movie or whatever. You're like, okay, I'll see this movie. It's like you know, it's on DVD, and like it's just been wildly changed from its original version. Where it's just like, it's not even, like, it completely changes the story, changes the genre and everything. And you have no way of knowing. You're like, that was Nosferatu? Oh, all right. Let's see here. Zachary says, it took me until yesterday to realize Justin Long was in Weapons. He's doing he's gonna be in another horror movie. What? Great. Oh yeah, he's gonna be in the reboot of Grave Encounters. And like the like, it's so funny when I saw the announcement that Justin Long is gonna be in the Grave Encounters reboot. The announcement article, it read like the headline read like an Onion headline, where it's like, Justin Long to star in horror movie reboot. Like, if it's just like, yeah, he's been in a lot of horror movies lately. What's up with that? Like, it felt like it was kind of harping on that. But no, like, yeah, no, it was like an official, it's like one of those clickbaity fucking headlines where you have to read the article, like, read like halfway through the article to read what fucking, like, what the article's actually fucking about. Like, there's just no context. You're just like, well, I guess, I don't know, I guess we'll see what movie, what reboot he's gonna be in. All right. It would be funnier if it was an Onion article. All right, One Cold Monkey says, they're rebooting Grave Encounters? That makes me feel so old. It makes me think it's gonna be possibly like the Anaconda reboot, where it's like gonna be a comedy, straight up comedy. But yeah, I mean, Grave Encounters came out, yeah, 14 years ago, so pretty recently. I mean, Eli Roth like produced and like I guess, I don't know, like I guess he produced the Cabin Fever remake, and when they remade that, Cabin Fever was 14 years old as well. I guess it's like, once a horror movie turns 14, yeah, you can reboot it, whatever. All right, go ahead. I definitely could use... Oh, shit, but you're a big daddy. Feels like I'm, like, praising him. You're a big daddy. You're a tall fella. Alright, there we go. Man, Turret, you're really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Let me help you out, though. I do like the AI of the Bioshock 1 and 2, where it is kind of just this ecosystem kind of thing, where enemies will prioritize whatever's like an immediate threat in front of them. They don't like go out of their way to just target you. So if they're like getting shot by a turret, they're gonna prioritize taking out the turret that's like been like in their field of view, like really doing a lot of damage to them. I like that. It's not like just this whole world is just like out to get specifically you. All right. Let's continue on. All right. I guess I could have been using Eleanor this whole time. Totally forgot about her.
Be able to boil off the water and get us all out of here.
She's a crutch. I could get through this just fine without Eleanor. Eleanor, help me!
Showed me.
All right. Okay, Eleanor, never mind. It's okay. It's cool. Richard Roberts says, pisses me off when people say they want another Jeepers Creepers. I'm sorry, that franchise is done. Knowing that sick fuck is gonna get some money from it means they should never do another. That's another Justin Long horror movie. Maybe they'll be like, well...
No matter
Justin Long's a real box office draw.
The surface is not paradise, but perdition.
I feel like Justin Long, you know, he's kind of like an actor. They were trying to make like a thing, like a comic relief actor who would pop up in like Die Hard 4 or whatever. But then he kind of disappeared for a while. I feel like he's found a pretty good niche in more recent years. Definitely found where he fits in.
I know you may not have wanted a daughter, but love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice. I will be damned if I let Mother take you away from me again. The plasmid fire.
Tommy Kurlengo asked, there's a Cabin Fever remake? Yes, there is. Nobody watched it, though. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. We'll see. A little plug for my Patreon, but not only do we watch double features, not only do I watch double features every Sunday with my Patreon supporters, I also usually have a bonus movie right before the movie. So if you join early, just watch something extra. And we did watch Cabin Fever 3 as the pre-stream last Sunday, and man, that movie did suck ass. So it definitely has me, I don't know. It does have me, hesitant to keep watching more Cabin Fever movies. The first movie's pretty fun. It's definitely, I don't know. It's definitely a movie, like, that's not a super great, like, multiple watch kind of movie, but the first watch is really good, especially when like the ending is like the very end of the movie is just like a total surprise where they pay off some fucking random thing that happens earlier in the film. That works really well the first time.
We have to keep moving. If this building falls, we're all dead.
One Cold Monkey says, some remakes I'm glad aren't remembered. Nobody needs to think about the new Poltergeist. Yeah, that Poltergeist just kind of came out. Like, there was like some backlash towards it, but yeah, it's one of those things where it came out and then it went away. I'm kind of sad it wasn't at least okay, just because Sam Rockwell Very, very good actor. It sucks that he's just, like, in that movie, and he's just, like, completely unmemorable in it. Oh, shit. You're on my side now, even though you're gonna blow up soon. Alright. Do some more hacking. Yeah, right. Yeah. There we go.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
I can only buy so many anti-personnel rounds.
No refund, no return.
I have not, like, I have barely ever used my fucking drill. Probably should change that. I've been up close and personal with a lot of dudes, but, oh, Emperor Caleb Teen, thank you for the generous super chat. Hi, Doc. Will Coppola's Dracula be on the review list at some point? That's another one I'd love to see you take on. To me, it's the best version of Dracula on film. Also, how about streaming Castlevania game? I could definitely, I don't know, I feel like I'd get my ass kicked, like, playing Castlevania game. Like, I would not get very far at all. I would be, I don't know, I'd be interested in it, but as far as, Coppola's Dracula, I feel like, yeah, that'd be a very interesting movie to cover. I've thought about it. I definitely want to cover the Branagh and, Coppola horror, like, it seemed like that was, they were trying to make that, like, the new equivalent to Universal Horror, where they did a Kenneth Branagh directed and starring, Frankenstein movie right after Coppola's Dracula came out, just as, like, a companion movie. Makes me wonder if they were gonna make more, like, I don't know, make more movies like that, until, like, the Branagh Frankenstein, like, was a dud at the box office and was not super well received. I mean, there's lots of also just, like, random non-universal takes on those characters I would like to do. I'd love to do Frankenstein Unbound on the channel. The weird time travel Frankenstein movie that Roger Corman produced. And I think directed. I think it was the last movie he directed. So, yeah, definitely, I feel like I'm gonna get some diminishing returns as far as, the main Universal canon of those monsters are concerned, so I definitely will want to cover the other significant adaptations of those characters. Thank you again for the super chat, though, Emperor. Alright. But yeah, Coppola's, I think maybe, I don't know, is it safe to say that Coppola's Dracula is his last good/great movie? He did do the Robin Williams, Benjamin Button thing, where Robin Williams is like an adult little boy or whatever, the Jack movie, which I kind of wonder if he made that in defense of Victor Salva. Like, he's just a boy. Victor Salva's just a boy. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to watch Megalopolis at one point, and I just could not. Like, I was like, all right, I watched half of it. I'll get to the rest of it later. I didn't even have, like, a desire to. I was just like, I was, like, hoping I'd like it because I do have, like, a, you know, an ironic enjoyment of Southland Tales, and the movie does remind me quite a bit of Southland Tales as just this wacky vision of the future of, like, an alternate timeline world, like an ambitious movie or whatever that's just fucking weird. But it just, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me like Southland Tales did. Alright. One Cold Monkey says, the trailer for the new Luc Besson Dracula reminded me a lot of Coppola's. Ooh, that's another, ooh, man. That's it. That's another, another director with some questionable backstory stuff. who's making a comeback, though. Guess we'll see how that pans out for old Bassani boy. Like when I don't want to get into that. Yeah, both directors who have definitely I don't know, kind of crossed paths with some questionable characters and involved themselves in some questionable things. Alright. Is there an explosive turret? Oh, there is. Okay, well, let's neutralize it. Oh my, I don't know what... I don't know what triggered my smart speaker just then. Okay. Sweet. Let's see, is this an optional area with shit to grab? Let's see. Grab anything that's not bolted down. Gurneys are not bolted down, but I can't grab them. Oh well. I really want that gurney, though. I did say this in another part of these streams, but I kind of do somewhat want the next Bioshock to be more like System Shock, where you can just pretty much pick up almost anything and put it into your inventory. And it has like a Deus Ex Human Revolution. Well, I guess also just Deus Ex in general. Inventory you can like kind of like rotate around and make room for things like a game of Tetris. That kind of inventory system. Always enjoy that kind of inventory system. It's like, all right, maybe if I rotate this, it'll make some decent room for this stuff. Oh, okay, there we go. It's like a little bit of a puzzle game in and of itself. Rimuru asks, "Did you see The Long Walk?" I do want to see it. I might see it tomorrow or Monday or something. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. Just because it seemed like a very difficult Stephen King story to adapt. A movie about walking, and they apparently made it like they made a really great movie from what I hear. So I'm definitely interested in it. It's funny that we got two Bachman adaptations this year. We get The Long Walk and we get Running Man. One's about walking, the other one's about running. They're both Bachman books. It's crazy. It's like it's got to be a coincidence too, but yeah. Crazy. We got Bachman fever this year. In case you don't know who Bachman is, Richard Bachman is the pseudonym that Stephen King adopted so he could publish more than one book a year, because there was this stigma surrounding an author releasing multiple books a year, even like a best-selling authors, because of fear of like, I guess maybe also the stories, maybe they wanted just horror stories from Stephen King. They wanted to foster that kind of image for him. He's like a master of horror. He's not making some of these other kinds of stories. They wanted to keep his image intact. And, you know, you could also like the first Bachman book was Rage, about a school shooting before that became like a super common thing, and he took that out of print. But yeah, the Bachman book's very interesting. Now he could just publish whatever fucking book he wants. He can publish as many books as he wants. He'll publish like 2 600-page fucking books a year or whatever. Just doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, back in the day, I guess there was just this stigma around releasing multiple books. Like, you're just kind of overexposing yourself and just kind of... You're kind of like, you know, just also like shitting books out. And, you know, Stephen King does shit some books out. But, he's got enough hits where, you know, it is what it is. He'll just try anything. He'll try to do any kind of kind of concept as a fucking book. See how it pans out. Alright. Mr. Firefly asks, are you going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in December? I didn't realize it was... I guess I just assumed it was coming out in October. I guess maybe if it comes out in December, I might see it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't really like... I'm not really into that series. And I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to... I don't know. I don't know. Go, like, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I guess I could at least see it, but again, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if it says something, if I don't want to just see it, then I might as well not see it at all. Like, if I'm not even interested in seeing it, I might as well just not see it. Even, like, for a video, if I'm just making it for a video, I might as well just not see it in that case. It would just be for making a video. Alright. Yeah, there's just like a lot of padding out towards the end of this game.
Guarded, Father. Get ready.
Oh man, that Big Daddy just disappeared. Wow, that was spooky. I wonder if that was scripted or you just happened to do that. Pretty damn well timed. Yeah, they don't have babies in Rapture anymore. Now they just have 00 buck. It's sad. Alright, let's do some saving, because it sounds like there's going to be something fucked up ahead. Oh, wait. I was, like, just reading the chat. Just see Agent Orange Baby say, King shitted and farted and came books out. Yeah, you know, he's really just coming books out these days. He's not really even thinking about it. He's just ejaculating books all over the place.
Push the call button, and I'll proceed.
Alright. Oh, wait, yeah, let's call in Eleanor. Special guest Eleanor. Take some heat off me, bitch. Alright. Alright, let's switch to... Man, I wish they could figure out some... I feel like the next iteration of this game system, if they kept making Bioshock games in this style, would be to integrate the weapon wheel and the plasmid wheel as one thing you can, like... you can have access to in, like, one button press instead of having two separate bumpers do it. Just because I'm like, man, it sucks to, like, when you're like, I want to switch my plasmid out, and I want to switch my weapon out, and I gotta, like, press these two buttons and go through these two different wheels. Alright. Oh, that guy's dead. Hell yeah. Not the bees! He said not the bees! Hell yeah. Eleanor, you're still here? Wow. Impressive. Now, is this a gauntlet, or am I supposed to be doing something else? Let me look here. Secure the pediatric ward in the infirmary. Alright, yeah. Gauntlet time. Mini turret time. There we go. Now, I've kind of been in a mood to rewatch the... Robert Downey Jr. Charlie Chaplin biopic that Richard Attenborough, John Hammond from Jurassic Park directed the year before Jurassic Park came out. I've been in a mood to rewatch that for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. Played 2 cinematic legends. The Little Tramp and Iron Man. Eleanor, are we... Oh, wait. I hear a shiny thing. I'm guessing I have to press a button. Is it nearby? Oh, there it is. There's the shiny thing button. There we go.
I think... Yes, we're ready for the ballast tank. I can boil off the water and get
Emperor
it out of
Caleb
here.
Teen asks, Resident Evil Requiem is out in a few months. I know you streamed some of Village. Are you a big RE fan? I streamed some of Village and some of 2 and some of 2 remake and some of 4 remake. I did play through the 2 remake and the 3 remake and really enjoyed my playthroughs of those just on my own time. definitely, I've been trying to get into that series more just because it's basically, I think it's safe to say it's the biggest horror game franchise, so I feel like it's definitely something I want to have a little bit more familiarity with, especially with the Zach Kreger movie coming out. I've been trying, I did two, like, I started a second playthrough of Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like, I got really far, I got towards the end, I got to the island in the 4 Remake when it first came out, but I kind of was like, all right, I'm going to take a break from it, but it's really bad when I take a long break from a game. I don't remember the story all that well, and I don't remember how to play it all that well, and I'm far in the game, and it's harder, so I don't have my skills anymore. So I'm just like, okay, I got to start another playthrough. So I started another playthrough, but then another game came out. I don't remember what game came out, and I still need to finish that 4 remake, because I did enjoy playing that. I'll definitely be getting Requiem and streaming it. Like, probably won't get far. I'm definitely, unless I'm, like, reasonably capable playing a game, I'm kind of just showcasing a new game when it comes out with a stream. Not necessarily gonna complete it live, but I'll just show it off to folks, and just an excuse to chat with people. Because again, like, this isn't a gaming channel primarily. Like, there'll be some gaming videos, and I'll maybe finish a Batman game or a Bioshock game, but I'm not taking this stuff that seriously. It's just kind of there, because also I do have people who complain about anything gaming related on the channel, like, just want videos on movies, so, it's one of those things where it's a big issue where I have a very fractured fan base, and people are very vocally antagonistic online, too, because, they generally will have, like, they'll have, like, a hard day, and, like, being, incorrigible online is, their way of kind of, coping with it, or taking out their frustrations, so I try not to let it get to me as much, just understanding that better. Like, it's not necessarily me, it's like their boss at work, or their wife, or whatever they're really upset at, but yeah, it's, definitely, it's one of those things where I try to strike a balance of things, just because it's such a fractured fan base who come for all kinds of different things. Like, I'll have some viewers who are just like, I just want Scooby-Doo videos. And I like making Scooby-Doo videos, but I want to make some other stuff, so it's just like, it's definitely, just a real balancing act. Alright. But ultimately, yeah, these streams are mainly me being able to talk about something I like, and also just talk to you guys, It's not you're not gonna learn all kinds, you're gonna learn all the tips and tricks of beating Bioshock 2 or whatever. It's just, it's like playing a video game in and of itself. It's for fun. Alright. One Cold Monkey says Silent Hill has a new movie coming out soon. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer to it, but I've heard some mixed feelings about it. I feel like Zach Kreger's Resident Evil movie is definitely gonna make or break things as far as making horror game adaptations like a thing. I feel like we've gotten to a point where it feels like video game adaptations are becoming a much more approachable thing, where you have people who are much more avid and who are like filmmakers who are much more avidly and engaged with the game series and know how to strike the balance of adapting it to another media while still retaining what people like about the original version of it. Where it's it's become a lot more doable. So I'm curious what Kreger's version. It feels like maybe that Silent Hill movie might not be that. Hopefully it will be, though.
Come up to the glass once you're ready for me to begin. There's no going back once we
Ape
start.
Trait says, if they made a new Bioshock, would you like them to return to Rapture or have it take place in a different setting, like in Bioshock Infinite? Well, with how long it's taken, I hope they do something... I hope they, like, I don't know, like, come up with a cool concept for a city. I mean, it doesn't have to be in, like, some exotic place. It could just be a... Just give me, like, an interesting... political makeup for the city and how that leads to the destruction. Like, you know, the Bioshock games are about how extremism leads to doom eventually. Like, the most extreme version of an ideology means eventual destruction. That's really what it all comes down to. I feel like, you know, having the games take place underwater and in the sky were basically... for the sake of, you know, making the cities seem more exotic, but also limiting the player where they can go while having that having the limitation still be interesting where, oh yeah, you're not just going through a hallway, you're going through a hallway that's like you're under the sea in an aquarium, and there's like fish, and there's like this really cool lighting and stuff, so it's a limitation to the player, but I feel like now with the tech you could do a much more ambitious version of this kind of city that's much more open and not can be like exotic without needing to be needing to be like in an extreme environment. All right.
Nearly boiling.
Oh wait, this is the final. I think this is the final assault by, this is like the closest thing to a last boss I think this game has. The final assault by Sophia Lamb. Let's see if I can survive. Let's definitely try to, stock up on shit. While I still can, because we're nearly at the end. We're like at the finish line here, folks. We're getting there. Just like breaking all the tension by going into a menu. Alright, I got plenty of ammo. What I really want... How much Atom do I have? Oh man, I got quite a bit of Atom. Is there anything good in here that I could buy, though? Let's see. Winter Blast 2. I mean, I might as well buy it. I haven't been using Winter Blast at all. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I use it a lot more for, like, hacking stuff in Bioshock 1. That's its main utility for me. I don't really use it, all that much against, splicers and stuff, just because... if you freeze someone and kill them, then they don't leave you any, resources to pick up. And I want those resources. Use the plasmid. What? Alright, let me see here. Survive Lamb's final assault. I feel like there's maybe something, I think I just have to go up to that thing, I think. Nope. Okay, I think I just have to kill all these. Yeah, I have to kill the remaining guys first. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. I like how they do, like... Oh, man, I forgot I wanted to stock up on... stock up on medkits. That's, like, the main thing I went upstairs for. Guys, I'm gonna go upstairs. You guys need anything? Alright. Alright, do they have... I don't know if they have circuits of values up here. I guess they wanted this to feel, I guess, a little bit more like a final boss, where... you can get more ammo, but you're not gonna be able to stock up on more med kits. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I got one med kit left. Oh shit. Is there? Let me check the map. Oh, apparently there is a circus of values. Oh, right here. Alright, never mind. Okay, cool. Alright, we're good. Get some potted meat. I'm really enjoying eating the potted meat. Ah, it's delicious. Oh man, I got plenty of money too. You guys are fucked. You guys should have, I don't know, figured out some way to take out these vending machines. These vending machines are OP. Caleb Teen asks, who is your favorite first-party Nintendo villain. Why is it King K. Rool? Man, there's something I want to say about King K. Rool, but yeah, a lot of people don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I don't want to. I feel like even saying that is too much. But as far as like, I don't know, favorite Nintendo villain, let me think. I mean, I do kind of, I don't know. I like, Blue from Pokemon Red and Blue really stands out to me just because they're this gigantic dick of a rival, and you know they Pokemon games used to have like your rivals be giant dicks. Now they're like super nice. They're like your best friend. Like they're just like the nicest person you'll meet. And they pick Pokemon that are weak against the Pokemon you pick. Like it's just like so pathetic. But yeah, like Blue is just like such a satisfying like final boss in the game to take down. Like he's just been talking shit about you the entire game, and you like take the champion title from him at the end, and it has like super cool music too. Like it has some of my favorite video game music. That final fight, oh man. So there's that. So Blue's definitely a highlight. You know, I like. I love Ganon and Ganondorf, the two incarnations of Ganon. Like that, he's like a cool villain for Zelda. I wish they, I don't know, I wish we, I don't know, the recent, I don't know, the last three major console appearances from Ganon, kinda, I don't know, kinda don't get enough of him. Like in Twilight Princess, he's a surprise villain. He's like the Emperor Palpatine at the end. It's like, oh, it was Ganon the whole time. And then in Breath of the Wild, he's just like this, like, I don't know, this embodiment of his evil that you fight. It's not like a guy. He's just like a spider guy that you fight at the end of the game. He's a, what am I doing right now? Flood the docking platform. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing shit. All right, well, how do I flood the docking platform? I'm guessing I gotta go down these hallways. Okay, maybe not. Give me a hint! Find the large, leaky, cracked pipes and destroy them. There are two running through the middle of the docking platform. Oh, thank you, hint. Appreciate it. Wait, where are they? I was like... The leaky... Okay, I'm looking for the leaks. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're blinking, too. Oh, thank you, game. I appreciate it. I appreciate the glowing hints. Alright, rest in peace to these splicers. Hold my hand when I'm streaming, please. I'd appreciate it. Hold my hand as much as you can. And then, of course, in Tears of the Kingdom, Ganondorf has much more of a prominent role, but he's mostly just in the flashbacks with Princess Zelda. He's not like a guy you meet until, like, the end of the game in person. And then he turns into a dragon guy. Like, I don't know. I wish, I don't know. But it's one of those things where I do appreciate that they're kind of, I don't know. They're playing more towards the medium, where the story is entirely from a limited character perspective, and that's usually a thing with video games in general. They don't often, like, cut away to what the villain's up to or whatever. They're just always just from your limited perspective, and maybe you'll find, like, some audio log or some cutscene or whatever that reveals something that happened you weren't present for. But I think this is the end of Bioshock 2, I think. This is it. Blew up some leaky pipes. Got my daughter blown up. Hopefully she teleported in time. Caleb Teen says, I still haven't beaten Tears of the Kingdom. I really didn't like much of it, to be honest. I really like Tears of the Kingdom, but yeah, it's definitely too much of a good thing for a lot of people. It's just got, like, so much shit. Similar to Donkey Kong Bonanza, just to a much more extreme. But yeah, I'm replaying Tears of the Kingdom with the Switch 2 enhancement. And definitely enjoying it a lot more. Having, you know, better graphics and better performance, that's for sure. Alright, I honestly thought we'd be up a lot later finishing this game. I thought we'd be like 4 or 5 hours, but now 3 hours. Alright, cool.
The Rapture dream was over. You taught me...
Is this a good ending or a bad ending?
A word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed. You endured. And when given the chance...
Fuck you, Sophia.
You forgave. Always.
Now, is she gonna save her?
Mother believed this
Save her mother, or she's gonna fuck her up?
Wrong, Father. We are Utopia. You and I.
Oh, she saved her mother. Despite her mother's evil.
Open for her.
Opening the door for more Sophia Lamb shenanigans. Maybe they send her to, like, Rapture jail or something. I believe there are 4 different endings you can get.
The Rapture dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn. This world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them.
Kinda need to get a note, I don't know, a nose job, Eleanor.
I need you to guide me.
Oh, yeah, take my life essence. It's like what Jor-El says. Father is seeing things through the son's eyes, or in this case, the daughter's eyes.
Father. Your memories, your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering.
Oh man, I guess I'll be a shoulder angel for good old Eleanor. Man, this is what I look like? Oh, dear Lord. Azaz says, well, you did it. You got the good ending. That's very wholesome from an evil doctor. Yeah, Bioshock 1, I got the evil ending. Evil ending really sucks. The evil ending is just...
Place, but a people.
I mean, because the evil ending wasn't even supposed to be in the game. The publisher pushed for dual endings, because that was a huge trend at the time. Supposed to just have one ending. But yeah, the evil ending of Bioshock 1 really sucks. It's just, you get like a nuclear warhead, and I guess you're gonna nuke the planet. Like, it's just like, alright, I guess that's the most evil thing you could do. That was Bioshock 2. Definitely, much better game than Bioshock 1 gameplay-wise, but, I'll always have a soft spot for the original game. I like just being kind of just a nobody who unknowingly has a huge role in the fate of this underwater city they think they accidentally crash-landed in, but they intentionally crash-landed in. But Bioshock 2 definitely did what it could to, like, tell another interesting story in the Rapture universe, and expand upon it. I feel like there's definitely room to do more with Rapture, but it probably won't happen at this point. It's been a long, long time. I don't know, maybe you could reintroduce it. I mean, it's ultimately, I don't know, but yeah, I guess you'd have to, like, introduce some new power structure to Rapture, and it would feel just kind of repetitive, like somebody else occupies the power vacuum, and yeah, I don't know, you would definitely get some diminishing returns. But, yeah, I don't know, I'm looking forward to Bioshock 4 and Judas, the game from the original Bioshock director. Hoping those games end up being good. I'll probably end up streaming Judas here on the channel when it comes out. Man, I need to stream some more new games. But man, I do love streaming games I love, though. Let me see here. But thank you guys for joining me. How long are these credits? I guess it doesn't matter. Guess I'll just chill out, let the credits play. Richard Roberts asks, what are you going to stream next, Doc? Or haven't you decided yet? Well, I think one thing I want to do is do a live revisit of the Atari Texas Chainsaw and Atari Halloween games and the NES Nightmare on Elm Street and NES Friday the 13th games. I think it would be an interesting stream to basically dedicate maybe a half hour to each game, or more time if I'm enjoying one of the games. Basically just jump between each of those horror franchises' initial video games. So that's something I'm planning to do in October. But as for next week, I think maybe if I do stream next week, it's going to be just a Q&A chat where I'll also talk about some recent notable horror topic. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't really know what... I'd like to stream a new horror game coming out soon, but I'm not sure what horror games are coming out. I guess we'll see. X-Definite says, I feel like it'd be cool to have an expedition team looking into what happened on Rapture, and of course find something brewing. Yeah, I mean, it would still be there, just waiting for somebody to, like, stumble upon it. But then again, you could also do a thing of somebody takes the Rapture out of Rapture and tries to duplicate it on the surface, and it, you could explore the ramifications of that as well. There's definitely, there are options as far as what you could do with another Rapture game, but at the same time, I don't know. It's like, at the same time, it does feel like such a familiar setting that it's, I mean, it'd be cool to, I don't know, it would be cool to visit Rapture with greater technical fidelity. I would be open to, like, a full-blown, like, not a, we got remasters of these Bioshock games, but I'd love a full-blown remake of the original Bioshock, where it's just, it's expanded upon, the areas where it's kind of not great, they make better, the gameplay is just much more smooth and refined, just like, expand upon the story, make it so the story's a little bit more, in-depth, where, you actually get to, I don't know, like, because anytime, because Bioshock was a AA title. It didn't have, like, a super high budget, so most of the time when you talk to a character and they're in front of you, they're just, like, in silhouette behind a window or something, so you can't really see them or anything. I feel like maybe you could potentially, I don't know, you could potentially, like, really, just do a much more, I don't know, just a much more, like, but then again, I at the same time, I don't really want, I don't necessarily want a remake either, just because that's become such a big thing with, gaming lately, where most of the games coming out are just remakes or remasters of, existing games, so, I guess, definitely, I don't know, it's an iffy concept, but, it'd be cool to see Rapture looking better than ever. It was nice to see, a slightly more visually enhanced version of Rapture in the, Burial at Sea DLC. Alright, well, okay, so One Cold Monkey says Silent Hill F is coming out next week. Okay, I might end up streaming that. That's definitely an option. Hadn't really been on my radar, but I'm hoping to enjoy it. Admittedly, I got really far in Silent Hill 2's remake. I got at the prison, but then, I took one of my breaks, and when you take, I don't know, when you're me and you take a break from a game, that means you have to pretty much start another playthrough, because you forgot how to fucking play the game, and, what the story was. So, yeah, it's a mixed bag. I was considering getting Chronos The New Dawn, the Switch 2 version, just to finally show off, I guess, I don't know, like, my Switch 2 in a stream, and, show off a Switch 2 version, but then another part of me was like, well, if I go on CD keys, I can get that game for $40, and it would be much better on my PC than on my Switch 2. The Switch 2 would give me portability, but, I would be losing fidelity and performance. Man. And like I recently, I mean, it's been a couple months at this point, or I think like 3 months at this point since I got my Switch 2. Most of my gaming has been on my Switch 2. I've been like, well, I want to get the most out of this pretty hefty purchase. I gotta play through the Switch 2 version of Tears of the Kingdom, so I've been holding off on buying lots of other games, especially on other platforms. I haven't been really doing any gaming not on my Switch 2. Richard Roberts says, one of your 6 months breaks. Well, I'm gonna try not to do it. I've never taken that long of a break making videos. But I'll try not to make these streams, because, you know, like, I did a full month of streaming every Saturday. I want to try to make it a habit where I'm streaming pretty much every Saturday, ideally. Maybe a different day. Maybe I could pick a much better day to stream that works better for me, but I'll try to stream here on YouTube at least once a week. Try to make it happen. But then again, like, at the same time, I'm so into making the videos that they will take over. Like, sometimes a video will really just take over, and that'll be all I'm focused on. Like, be like, I can't even think about doing anything else. I have to finish editing or writing this video. I have to finish this vid. But I'm gonna try to, I don't know, not let that happen as much, and I don't know, take it easy, like, because I do end up getting burned out. Going that aggressively, making a vid. Sparty Green asks, any TV shows that you are currently watching, Doc? And I'm currently watching, let me think, I feel like the last new TV show I watched was just Severance Season 2. Actually, I don't know, like, when I was on my flight to my vacation in June, I did start to watch Andor Season 2, and I was enjoying it, but I kind of forgot to pick up the rest of Season 2. I gotta finish Andor Season 2. There are definitely 2 great shows this year that came out, but that was Bioshock 2, and I guess, yeah, I should probably find some other TV shows to watch, but admittedly, I'm not as much of a TV show guy. I keep getting told to watch Alien Earth, and I love Alien and Aliens, and I do like David Fincher's Alien 3, but I guess I'm not that hardcore in the franchise, but I keep hearing the Alien TV show is good. I guess I gotta watch it. All right, before I go, I want to give a special thanks to my Platinum tier supporters on Patreon, my shout-out tier supporters on Patreon, and my YouTube channel memberships for all their support. Their support is greatly appreciated and helps the channel continue to thrive and grow after all these years. Thank you to these kind folks from the bottom of my heart. Also want to give another plug to my Patreon, the movie nights I have every Sunday night. We watch a couple movies every week. You get two movies every Sunday just for $5 a month. Gets you a movie night every week, plus a bonus movie if you come early. So patreon.com/Dr. Wolf if you're interested. The next one is Scream 3 and 4 tomorrow on Sunday. And yeah, I'm working on my 2 of my October videos, the supplementary videos, and they're not the main videos, but I'm working on my October videos right now, Halloween Night Dance Review and Halloween First Death of Laurie Strode, so keep an eye out for those when October finally arrives, and yeah, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Some of your comments were, most of your comments were nice, some of them were mean, so that's definitely an aspect of streaming I don't appreciate, but it is what it is. I gotta accept it. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it, and I enjoyed playing Bioshock 2 with you. Bye! Have a great rest of your Saturday nights. Good night. Pleasant screams. Have a danger-taining weekend. Thanks again for watching my latest live stream. Why not give me a subscribe and follow me on social media too? And while you're still here, why not watch another one of my videos too?